Back to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetablebread, and today we're going to be continuing our Watcher win streak project. We did manage to get a win yesterday, so now we're 1 out of 3. If we get a win today, then on Monday we could finish our streak of 3, and we'd get to move on to Ironclad. Let's click this button. Violet Lotus. That's good with your rushdowns. Get a couple strike removes, add a rushdown and a Simmering Fury to the deck, and you can make that into an infinite combo. Violet Lotus doesn't take much. It's 2 uncommons. Card remove. Probably gonna end up going right, so they can get 3 elites. There's no way to get 3 elites and do a Mega Elite, which would be nice in Act 1. Even nicer would be 5 elites and a Mega Elite in Act 1. Pretty much take as many as you can get as Watcher. But we do get 2 bonus fires, so it's kind of like elites. So if you consider just the premium floors, we get 3 of them here and 2 of them there. Seems nice. Start with three fights, 2 question marks. That's okay. I would obviously prefer fight, double question mark, double fight, because then I could get the golden idol and such, but I think this is pretty clearly the path. Alternate path is like this one. That's also 3 fights, 2 question marks. Gives an optional fire before the elite if we get beat up. Also allows 2 elites, but it puts a shop in the middle, which we probably don't want. Okay. Cultist is up first. Eruption Strike puts us in a position where we can't erupt next turn. Or we can't enter Calm, because we have it here. But Cultist scales, so let's get the damage. Probably end up like double defense striking next turn. Hey, Guitar. Double defense strike takes 1 damage, or I guess 2 damage. Why is it 2? Oh, it's, oh yeah, 6 normally. Duh. And then we draw 2 attacks, please. Sweet. Nut Milk is weird. I think we've had a lot of conversations about nut milk on this stream. It's making it a little bit uncomfortable. Why are people always trying to milk coconut? Hopefully it's not plural. Hopefully we're just doing 1 run. If it's 1 long one, then that's more likely to be a win, in my opinion. We have Swivel, Crush Joints, and Windmill Strike available. 2 very short wins. I guess that's possible. I have had like a sub 2 hour Watcher win on stream. I'm not sure what happened. I just was in a mood, I guess. We're trying to win streak here, so we want to go slow and get everything right. Seems like Crush Joints is probably the pick. Windmill Strike is a pretty weak card in general. The upside of Windmill Strike is that you don't have to draw it on the combo turn if we are going to be a rushdown deck, because it has Retain, so it's already in your hand. That's a pretty weak upside. Windmill Strike also does, theoretically, more damage per energy. Once it gets up to 16. What about Parrot Bread? What about it, Private Snowball? What are you just saying? Parrot Bread. I don't know, man. A combination of meat and bread. You could have like a parrot sandwich. I don't think you can have parrot bread. Based on the relic, you want to switch as much as you can. Crush will play better. I don't see how that's a justification for Crush. I mean, Crush Joints is a better card than Windmill Strike, right? I think that the relic actually gives the edge to Windmill Strike. Because we want to do rushdown shenanigans, right? Because with Violet Lotus, we can do a loop with just rushdown, vigilance, eruption plus. And if Windmill Strike is in hand, then we don't have to draw it. So Windmill Strike does more damage per energy if it procs, let's see, 2 times. If it procs 2 times, it does 18 damage. Or wait, no, that's not true. It does 15 damage. So gosh, Windmill Strike has to proc 3 times to do more damage per energy than Crush Joints. And it still doesn't do any vulnerable. Yikes. Windmill Strike is so bad. Yeah, I think pretty much the only excuse for taking Windmill Strike is if you already have an establishment in the deck. And we do not. So we can't pick Windmill Strike. We're not going to pick Swivel because it's also terrible. And we need some damage, so I will take the Crush Joints. Fine. We'll go ahead and Erupt and kill the Spike Slime. Why not? Alright, hoping for lethal next turn once the weak wears off. Just need another attack. Great. Yeah. We like her. We like her enough to yell at her. Just Lucky Indignation and Empty Fist. I did not have lethal. We were weak. Your math is wrong. Our strikes were hitting for 9. Empty Fist triggers Calm Exit. Just writing and no thinking. That's the way to do it, man. Just gotta connect the eyes to the fingers. No brain. Eyes and fingers. Just see stuff, type stuff. That's what I do. What are the pros of Vegetablebread? Well, I am a professional Vegetablebread, so the pro of Vegetablebread is me. That's the primary pro I have ready for you. Just Lucky costs 0. Indignation enters Wrath, so it triggers Violet Lotus. It'd be an additional source of vulnerable. We kind of already have a source of vulnerable, though, so that's not super convincing. If we get 2 copies of Rushdown, we could have Just Lucky in the loop, I think. It's not really necessary, though. We could try and skip this. I would like to skip this card reward so that I can take a Rushdown and do combos. But there's an Empty Fist. Empty Fist does a lot of damage. Exiting Calm is presumably good. Current deck size is 11 cards. Ascender's Bane exhausts, so we're at our max size here. We only need to add 1 card, technically. We need to add Rushdown. But unless we have, like, Sacred Bark, Speed Pot, or not Speed Pot, Swift Pot, we're going to have trouble drawing a full hand with this deck. So in practical terms, we need to add, like, 2-ish cards, Rushdown, and something that draws a lot, Empty Mind or Simmering Fury. And if we're going to add 2 cards, we need to remove 2 cards because we're at the... Or actually need to remove 3 cards because we're above the limit right now. The limit's 10 cards for a Eruption loop. So the more cards we add, the harder that gets. What about Scrawl? Yeah, Scrawl would do it. Scrawl is probably better than Simmering Fury even, because Scrawl like gets out of the deck. Ideally Scrawl plus, right? We can also do it if we get like 2 Rushdowns and a bunch of copies of Tranquility and Crescendo. which don't add cards to the deck, obviously. But we have to go fight elites in a couple of floors, and skipping here is not super wise. Pyramid would work, yes, pyramid would work. I think I'm going to take the Empty Fist just because we don't have Rushdown, and I probably shouldn't build around Rushdown loops. Before I have Rushdown, I also frequently checkmate myself trying to build the perfect combo deck, and then, like, not getting the combo online and dying, or getting the combo online but dying to, like, Time Lord, because I never actually, like, got the combo to work. So this costs us a card remove later, theoretically, but it's also just, like, it hits for a lot, so we'll take it. Vigilance is definitely happening. Strike versus defend. I guess we could Essence of Steel. Essence of Steel seems not crazy. Saves 4 health at least. I don't have very high expectations for Essence of Steel. If it can save me 7 life, I'm pretty happy with Essence of Steel. It's guaranteed at least 4 here, so I'll drink that. I would like to Eruption Crush Joints. I guess we can Eruption Crush Joints double defend, and that blocks out because he'd hit for 14. It's kind of neat. Looks like lethal next turn if we do that. Sure. Oh, right. I just missed lethal this turn because I could have played a defend before the Crush Joints, but whatever, doesn't matter. Okay. Concludes a hell of a card. Wish I knew I was getting that before I picked the Empty Fist. Well, okay. I'm not skipping Conclude under any circumstances, so there it is. First question mark is also a fight. Ouch. We could Eruption Empty Fist to kill Fungi Beast, but that just increases the amount of damage we're taking. Weak is wearing off, so Conclude's gonna hit for 12 next turn. So I think we'll just Empty Fist on Fungi Beast to set him up for that. And then triple defend. Strike Conclude does 24 to Acid Slime. That's not enough. If we Vigilance Conclude, he hits for 12, so we take 4 damage. We could just Vigilance Strike. It's pretty greedy. I think we want lethal on the Fungi Beast. This is lethal. Okay. Prey is pretty good. Usually Divinity is good. Divinity Conclude, also good. Usually you want, like, Blasphemy with your Conclude, because Conclude's, like, good at Act 1 and Act 2, and Blasphemy Conclude just clears everything up to Act 2. I think we're probably good on attacks. We took 3. So we don't need an Empty Fist or Sash Whip. Sash Whip kind of fighting for a spot with Crush Joints. Crush Joints is already in the deck. So I guess probably Pray or Skip. We probably don't need to be a Divinity deck. If we just enter Calm, that's already 3 energy, as long as we can exit. I used to, like, never pick Prey. I have been brought around a little bit by other people's evaluations of Prey, but I still don't think we need to do that. And Sash Whip upgrade, and then you don't need any other source. I sometimes do that. Is it viable? Absolutely. Sash Whip is super good. Watcher doesn't, like, absolutely need Need weak. What do you mean by no need for hand? Do you mean you're skipping talk to the hand? Because skipping talk to the hand is probably not a good plan. I'm not sure what you're suggesting, Beer River. I mean, Sash Whip is definitely good. I don't think we need it here. We've got enough damage. Shining Light. Well, we are limited to 3 elites here. We've got enough fire so we can make that pay off. Good upgrades are Conclude, Crush Joints, Empty Fist, and Eruption. And then, like, Vigilance and the basics. There's quite a few good ones. If we go to 35, we still win the elite fight easily. Unless it's like Gremlin Knob and we get really unlucky, maybe. I'm gonna do it. Alright, well that's a bottom tier result. Never thought about Whip as a replacement for Talk to the Hand, but it makes sense. I mean, so Watcher comes out of the gate with a scaling damage plan, right? The basic Watcher deck has a Eruption in it, and Eruption makes you do double damage. So, like, that's like if you had an Ironclad deck and you started with Limit Break, right? It's like, yeah, that's gonna be your plan for damage. Watcher's biggest weakness is blocking, or not dying. So some good advice that I've heard is Watcher decks usually block by committee. So Sash Whip is good, and it's good to have Weak. Weak is super effective against a bunch of fights. Anything that multi-attacks, Reptomancer, Heart, Nemesis, Snake Plant. Weak is really effective. But you're going to need multiple sources of block. You can't just... you're not going to want one card to block. You could have, like, Protect and Establishment help block, but that's, like, the only way to have, like, a mono pole block option. I guess you could also do it with, like, a really dedicated Talk to the Hand deck like we had yesterday. But usually you're going to want, like, lots of little ways to block. So you want, like, a Cloak Clasp and a Talk to the Hand and a couple of little bits and bobs. And, like, a Sash Whip. Because Watcher just isn't that good at blocking in general. It's not like we have footwork, you know? Eruption Strike, just wake him up now. And the next turn is like... Defend, Crush Joints, Conclude, take 40, die. Yeah, if we don't draw Vigilance, we, like, die next turn, right? So we have 35 health and he would hit for 40. Doesn't seem like an amazing plan. I think we'll wait for the Vigilance and Ascender's Bane. Those are our little side quests. But if we can wake him up with, like, Defend, Crush Joints, Conclude next turn, I'll do that too. Vigilance and then Conclude or no. I think I'm going to skip Conclude because next turn is just terrible. I got all the bad cards. So I just don't want to have next turn. Kind of a waste of an Empty Fist. I think I'm just going to let him wake up naturally. We'd only do 7 damage with these. Ooh, we drew Eruption and Vigilance. That's super good. Okay. Get to block all the way out there. That's nice. Vigilance is our only block card here. It's not super efficient, but it does say plus on it. So do that and take 8. Yeah. He's not attacking next turn, and we probably have access to Eruption next turn, which would be pretty good. Right, hopefully we can get lethal next turn. Oh, I should have ended with the defend in case we redraw Crush Joints. Doesn't actually matter. Empty Fist would put him to 13, and then Conclude does 12. Oh no, Conclude will do 10, because we've been debuffed. Okay, we'll have to Empty Fist or die. Conclude doesn't kill, so... Obviously we can't Conclude and then Empty Fist. Conclude makes sure we kill next turn. I think we're probably killing next turn regardless. I'll take the extra 3 health. 7 plus 8 should do it. Alright. Pair's good. Probably picking Prostrate if we had picked the Prey, but we didn't. Follow-up cost 0, Empty Body, triggers Violet Lotus, but we already got the Empty Fist. That's way better. Although neither one is anywhere near as good as Empty Mind, especially with Violet Lotus. But that's not in this card pick. I think we're skipping this. These are all pretty bad. I'd take a Prostrate if I had like Fasting or Rush Down or something. There's just nothing in the deck so far that like draws a bunch of cards. Makes Prostrate good. Alright, I think we're resting here. We could probably fight the Elite with 20 health. But we could also die, and we want to fight 2 elites, so we just got to pair and get extra value out of resting. Got at least 3 extra health out of that. I think it's exactly 3. Alright. Seems like Eruption concluded this turn. Some pretty good damage, hoping for an Empty Fist. Sweet. And that's Gremlin Knob. Okay. Take 8. Turnip's really nice. Tantrum is super good. Tantrum and a Flex Pop. Tantrum is pretty much unlimited Wrath Enters, presumably if we're not doing a Rushdown deck, which it doesn't look like we're doing. We don't have a Rushdown, so... Yeah, that worked well. I mean, drawing Eruption Conclude on turn 1 is really good, so that was about as good as we could expect. Sure, I'll take a Tantrum. It's not actually very good for the Rushdown Dream, but whatever. This one's clearly better, just has more choices. Ooh, Question card. Okay, Question card helps us meta-scale. That's nice. Floor 9 meta-scaling stuff. Music to my ears. I should explain what I mean by meta-scaling. People probably get it, but anything that makes you stronger per floor is meta-scaling. So, like, Hand of Greed helps you get more resources out of fights, or, like, Question card or Prayer Wheel help you get more card rewards, or Maw Bank gives you gold every time you climb a floor. All of those are meta-scaling cards. Ritual Dagger. Lesson Learned. And metascaling is really good, because that controls sort of like how good you are at the end of the game. So you pretty much want every metascaling thing you could find, especially early. Alright, let's go fight an elite. It's Du Bois. We could Vigilance Empty Fist to get extra energy. Vigilance already blocks out. If we do... Let's see. I want to set this up so I can Crush Joints, but I can't Crush Joints before Empty Fist, right? It would be Vigilance, Empty Fist, Defend, Crush Joint Strike. Which is probably a kill with Flex Spot. Let's check it out. So this would do 14. This would do 13. So that's 27. This would do 11 naturally, but it would do an extra 5 because of the vulnerable. Oh wait, there wouldn't be any vulnerable because artifact charges. So 27 plus 11. So it's actually not lethal. So let's just stay in Calm then, and use the Tantrum with or use the Flex Spot with the Tantrum. That's a way better target. We're already blocked out, so Might as well use an attack on the lowest outside one. Alright. Eruption Conclude is not exactly the turn I had in mind. If we Eruption, Double Defend, Conclude, assuming that kills somebody, then we block for 10, take 20. We'd probably have to Flex Spot to make it kill, though. 9 plus 24. Yeah, we're off by 1. So if we Flex Spot, then this does 14, and this does 17, 34. 14 plus 34 would kill both of the outside ones. And then we'd have guaranteed lethal on the inside one next turn. It seems like a worthy use of Flex Spot. Let's go ahead and perfect this fight. Okay. Got a Sundial. Man, this Relic Bar is really thirsty for a Rushdown combo. Lessons learned. Speaking of metascaling. Weave is also here. I think Weave is only a pick over Lessons Learned if you like already have like a Talk to the Hand and a Scrying card. Lesson Learned seems insane right now. Let's learn some lessons. Golden Idol for 0 current HP. Golden Idol is also metascaling while we're talking about metascaling. This gives you extra gold per floor. Sure. That's why it's so good. 35 seems like enough. Let's go ahead and take an upgrade. We don't currently have any strength scaling, so Tantrum isn't like mega good. Lesson Learned, Conclude, Eruption, and Crush Joints I think are probably the top tier. Second tier is like Empty Fist and Tantrum. And then the basics. So let's dig into Crush Joints, Eruption, Lesson Learned, and Conclude. So Conclude is kind of like Empty Fist, but Conclude does AoE damage, so it's really strong in Act 2, which is kind of what we're worried about now. Crush Joints gets an extra proc of Vulnerable, which changes the behavior quite a bit. The main thing we're using Crush Joints for late game is peeling off artifact charges, so it doesn't actually change that part. So from that perspective, Crush Joints Plus is pretty useless. Lesson Learned Plus just helps us get other upgrades, makes it a little bit less awkward to land Lesson Learned. From a metascaling perspective, Lesson Learned is the clear upgrade, because it could cost us health if we have to sit around in a fight waiting for Lesson Learned to come on. And if we upgrade Lesson Learned, then maybe we upgrade the rest of them eventually, right? Because Lesson Learned does that. Eruption is kind of unique in that it makes the deck cost a little less. Eruption's not good if we pick Snecko Eye. We probably would pick Snecko Eye if we saw it. Violet Lotus and Sundial are both quite good with Snecko Eye, because small deck and Sundial will get you some energy pretty regularly. Violet Lotus is pretty good with a decosted Vigilance if you can manage to get one of those. I think I'm going to go with the Eruption, though. The Rushdown Dream is still alive, so being able to actually combo Violet Lotus seems good. We've had a lot of awkward terms with Eruption so far. As a 3-energy deck, it can be hard to play Eruption. So I'm going to fix that. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can learn a lesson from this here Looter. We're definitely going to play Vigilance. Empty Fist would let us play Crush Joints as well. That would do 17 damage. If he takes 17, he's at 29. 29 is hard to get next turn. I think we have to be in Calm to get 29 damage next turn with Lesson Learned. We have to be in Calm so that we can like Eruption or Tantrum, and a couple of strikes and a Lesson Learned. So I will stay in calm. Okay, I guess that's what's happening. This does 20. There you go. Wheel kick seems good. I like me a wheel kick. Can be hard to play wheel kick because we don't have much energy. Maybe flurry of blows instead. But wheel kick just hits really hard. I'd pick Flurry of Blows if we had like an attack counting relic, if we had like a pen nib or a nunchaku going right now. But we don't. Wheel Kick helps proc Sundial. Really good card with Snecko Eye. Kind of hard to play Wheel Kick into Lesson Learned though in this deck. I suppose if we do Tantrum or Eruption, we have 5 energy left, so we could like Eruption, Wheel Kick, Lesson Learned. That's true. Scry does let us zoom through the deck. That's a valid consideration. Makes me feel a little bit silly for skipping a Weave a second ago. Could have had a Weave. I guess it was against Lesson Learned, so I don't really feel silly, but. All of our random upgrades have been on defensive cards. We did a Shining Light that hit Vigilance and Defend, and then Lesson Learned also hit Defend. I don't want to over-optimize for Sundial. I mean, Third Eye is an okay card, but like Wheel Kick hits for 30. So I think Wheel Kick is presumably better than Third Eye. But we haven't picked any block cards yet. But we've upgraded 3 block cards, so we kind of have picked a block card. See some uncommons. They are not Rushdown, they're not Simmering Fury, they are not Talk of Hand, so we're disappointed in them. You can do better uncommons. Also acceptable, Inner Peace and Fear No Evil. Maybe we just skip here. Maybe we've got enough attacks. It seems like we can probably afford to skip. We've got enough damage to get through Slime Boss. We want to keep the deck trim so that Lesson Learned only has good targets, and so that Eruption or so that Rushdown could happen. I don't really see the need for a Wheel Kick or a Third Eye. I'm gonna skip. Kind of a weird pick there, but all right. Eruption Double Strike does. Let's see, these do 24, so 33, so we could kill the front one. But then we're kind of beholden to kill the back one next turn, because I'll be hitting for 22. Only 11, though, if we can enter Calm. Yeah, if we want to set up a Lessons Learned this turn, I think we need to go in. Strike Lesson Learned should do it. Empty Fist. It's got a good upgrade. Protect, Foreign Influence, Crush Joints, and Bowling Bash. Or none of them. Be our second Crush Joints. I don't think we want that. Protect isn't really strong enough. But it would be our first block card, which would be kind of nice. Foreign Influence is too unpredictable to be good, although it does do a lot of damage for its energy once it's upgraded. Bowling Bash is a nice AoE card. We've got a Conclude that's mostly covering the AoE currently. Does deck beat Slavers? Yes, we should be fine. Yeah, I don't think we need to like pick Bowling Bash for Slavers yet. I think we're okay against them. It is really good against birds. We probably struggle a little bit against birds. Birds are tough because you can't like burst them down very easily. They have like surprisingly high effective health. It looks like they only have like 30 health apiece, but they actually have like 60 health apiece because they take half damage. Yeah. Okay. Is this an upgrade or a rest? If we upgraded, we would probably hit Crush Joints, maybe Tantrum or Lesson Learned. What if we die, though? I would hate to die here. We're definitely splitting Slime Boss before he attacks, I think. The concern is, what if we can't... What if, like, both slimes are attacking and we can't kill both? What's the maximum damage for the big slimes? Because I think we'll always be able to split one of the slimes. The concern is, like, maybe we can't do both. So I'm going to look that up really quick. Looking for the enemies. Okay. Acid Slime can hit for 18. Spike Slime can hit for also 18. So 36 if we're in Wrath. So slightly in excess of our current health. So if they both attack, and we can't split both, and we can't split one and block, then we die. I think I'm willing to take that risk. And upgrade Crush Joints. Alright, we're going to strike and then end with Vigilance. That sets up Crush Joints and gives us a bunch of energy for next turn. We want to end with Conclude, which means I guess we Empty Fist first. Empty Fist, Eruption, Tantrum, Strike, Conclude. Hold on, is that splitting them? Empty Fist does 14, Eruption does 9, that's 23. Tantrum will do 18, so that's 41. This will do 12, so 53, and this will do 24. So 77 damage. So he'd be at 67, which does split. So we hold back the strike then? Or maybe we Empty Fist and then Conclude not in Wrath. Yeah, we want to do... Let's see, how much damage do we want to do? We want to leave him ideally at 76. Which means we do 68 damage. Gosh, hold on. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back, and then we'll do this math. Okay, let's look at this again. Okay, so we want to do exactly 68 damage if possible, and not to exceed 68 damage. That's the important bit. And the next turn we'll use just straight Crush Joints to split, because we want to save Lesson Learned. Kind of a lame split. We'll have Tantrum back next turn, probably. At least within the top two. Okay, so if we want to do 68 damage, what is our max damage? If we do Empty Fist first, conclude last, we do 14 plus 9 is 23. I know I've already counted this, sorry. Plus 9 is 23, plus 18 is 41, plus 12 is 53, plus 24 is 77. So 77 is over by 11. So if we just don't Empty Fist at all, then we remove 14 damage, so we're under by 3. That seems pretty good. Seems like it'd be hard to do better than that. I guess if we skip Strike, that skips 12 damage. Yeah, so that's only under by 1. So that's pretty perfect. I don't think we're gonna do better than that. Alright, let's just do it. Alright. We did not get Tantrum or Crush Joints. So I'm going to defend and use the Distilled Chaos to play both of these. Hopefully Crush Joints first. Oh, I guess we're not Lesson Learning. Alright. Fine. Be that way. After the maths exercise, I have a question for you /chat. I'm after the 9 Plasma achievement, but nothing popped up when I managed to get 9 Plasma Orbs. I don't know. I got the 9 Plasma achievement during an Infinite, so I had access to infinite Plasma Orbs, and I'm not sure. I think you need to channel 9 on one turn, so if you just accumulate 9, that won't work. I would highly suggest doing all-for-one shenanigans with Meteor and Madness. Sorry, but that's my favorite way to play Defect. That's my favorite way to play Slay the Spire. All-for-one, Madness, Meteor Strike. Looks like Daviform versus Vault to me. Wish is okay too. Wish is metascaling. This is like metascaling explanation, the run. I think we've got enough metascaling with the lessons learned. I don't think we really need a ton more than that. We've had some trouble getting enough energy. I'm not sure if Daviform exacerbates that problem or ameliorates that problem. Also, there's some $2 words right there. Are there better words than exacerbate and ameliorate for, like, does it make it better or worse? I feel like when you're referring to a problem, exacerbate and ameliorate are the terms. Yeah, Daviform is good. I like Daviform. If we're trying to rush down and, like, scry and stuff, then Daviform's super good at that. Kind of scales, sure. Brilliance is definitely out. We haven't taken any mantra. It depends on what part of the fight you're coming up short in. Well, currently we're killing everybody immediately. We're like very fast, which is good. That's a safe place for Watcher to be. That's what you want. Vault makes that plan better, right? Because you get to smash people and then vault and then smash them again, and then the fight's over. You never have to block because you vaulted. Daviform is like, you have to take a turn off to Daviform, and then you get payoff maybe someday. You click this button if you're like, I'm 100% sure I'm getting Snecko Eye immediately after this. That's a good button for Snecko Eye decks. Man, I really wish that potion hadn't killed Slime Boss. I was gonna lesson learn him. That would have been sweet. All I needed was for it to not find Crush Joints twice or whatever it did. Actually, why didn't it play Tantrum twice? Because shouldn't Tantrum have shuffled back in and then gotten played again? If you have just a Tantrum on top of your deck, it should play Tantrum 3 times. Yo Mad Doggy says Vault. Yeah, I think that's probably the responsible adult decision. I'm just trying to think of why Diva Form is the best one, right? I think it's probably not. Vault is never bad, right? I think the main reason to pick Vault is because the hypothetical future shame of dying to Time Lord and thinking back and being like, why did I pick Diva Form over Vault? Did I not know about Time Lord at the time? It's too strong. So I'm going to have to pick Vault. Alright, I'll take the best card in the game, if you insist. Pandora's Box loses us 2 upgraded defense, but it also makes the deck a lot more dense and good and gives us some powers and possibly a rushdown, and then we can just win. Busted Crown is the only energy relic available here. We do have question cards, so Busted Crown isn't costing us everything. Pandora's Box isn't always the best choice, but it's always my choice. I don't know, man. Pandora's Box might always be the best choice. I'm not... Like, I always talk about how choices in Slay the Spire are context sensitive, but, like, there's not very many contexts where Pandora's Box isn't amazing. I guess, like, an Act 2 Pandora's Box, after you pick Bites and, like, remove... If you've, like, removed all your strikes and to defend, then it's like, why would I do that? But still, like, it's still really good. It's like almost never wrong. Up against Tiny House here. Tiny House actually does have a chance of giving us a rare card. This time, I'm always complaining about how Tiny House literally cannot give you a rare card because you just saw a bunch of rare cards, so your chance is at -2. But with Question Card, we can see a rare card because it goes -2, -1, 0, and then 1% chance for the rightmost card to be a rare. So 1 in 100, Tiny House gets us a rare. Pandora's has a better floor and ceiling on Watcher because your average card is so insane. I'm gonna kind of take I'm gonna take the no side of that argument because Watcher has like pressure points and like prey and a bunch of block cards that are kind of silly. I mean, most of the cards will be really good, right? But that's true for like any class, right? If you take Pandora's Box on Silent, you'll get like Catalyst and Deadly Poison and like Wraith Form, right? Like there's some really insane Silent cards. There's some bad ones too, but like even if you're getting like Blur and you know, Blade Dance and stuff, like those are good cards. I'm not really sold on people saying like all of Watcher's cards are insane. Mainly just like Watcher's mechanics are insane. The fact that you just like have a stance that makes you do double damage is like, what? How is that balanced? Yeah, I mean, I picked Silent because Silent historically has had the worst like card quality. But you're right that the Silent card quality has improved. Silent also just like has a lot of weird archetypes where it's like you could be doing hardcore poison and then you do Pandora's Box and you get like a bunch of Shiv cards or a bunch of discard synergy cards and you're like, I can't use these. These are bad. But that's less true now because particularly the discard and Shiv cards got so much better. Thanks for the follow, The Wake. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Thanks for chiming in chat. Okay, so Pandora's Box is obviously good. I don't think we're ever taking Tiny House. We do have room for the potion. A tip of the cap. Ooh. We do have room for the potion. The random upgrade is actually fairly good. In a deck with Lesson Learned, that random upgrade helps us get to 100% saturation on our upgrades, which is super nice. I think that taking a Pandora's Box with a Lesson Learned in the deck is kind of like taking a Pandora's Box when you have an egg, where it's like a bunch of the cards you get will just randomly get upgraded. We're losing 2 defend pluses, but sorry, now I'm talking about Pandora's Box again. Getting a random card is quite a bit better than normal because a question card. 5 max HP matters, but not a ton. So yeah, I think there's reasonable arguments for all of these. Being a 4 energy deck would be really nice. We have question cards, so we're not committing suicide by picking Busted Crown. Tiny House is better than normal because of question card, but still probably not very good. It does actually put us up to like 440 gold, which is a pretty good number to go to a shop in Act 2. And Pandora's Box is good because it's just good. That's just how Pandora's Box works. I've done some pretty extensive math on this in the past, and for each card that you put into Pandora's Box, you have approximately 1/3 of a chance of getting a card that does not remain in the deck after the first play. So you get like a power or an exhaust card or something. Thanks for the follow. Androctonux 88? Androctonus. Huh. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. And welcome to the Vegetable Batch. The new cards that you get from Transforms in Watcher have approximately a 1 in 3 chance of being like removed from the deck. So if they're powers or exhaust cards, that would count. Also, thanks for the support for Hungu. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. So if we give it 8 cards, we remove like slightly less than 3 cards from the deck. And if we remove 3 cards from the deck, then we go from 17 to 14, 13, 12, 11. So we're like 1 card away from doing a rushdown deck suddenly. And if one of the cards is a rushdown, then we're in really good shape. So I do think we're going to take the Pandora's Box. Let's click that button. We get a rushdown? No rushdown. We did get a Simmering Fury. We get 1, 2 removes. Simmering Fury is nice. So this is below average. this is not as good as we were hoping. A lot of Zerikos stuff. Flurry of Blows, 2 follow-ups. Awkward. No block at all. Well, that's not great. If you're a cheater, you could use Pandora's Box to remove all these cards, and then you'd be left with a very small deck, which would certainly be good at rushdowns. We definitely want to go to shop. That's how we find rushdown. Looks like we can do an Act 2 Elite. That would be 2 shops in the Act, which is not necessarily good, not necessarily bad either. Alternate path, we could go this way, do 2 Elites before a later shop. I'm not opposed to a later shop. I would like it to be earlier, but if it happens later, that's fine. I'm going to go grab Coconut for Rainhorse. Alright. We've got a cat. She's got a little bit of cat food on her nose. Sure, I'll try to get that off. There we go. Oh. There we go. Gotcha. Yeah, you're a good kitty. I think I'm probably gonna go for the middle route here. It's like I was just here. Getting 3 elites is nice. Only 1 shop is probably preferable to 2. We also get an extra question mark. I guess we would get a question mark either way. We're skipping a fire to do that, though. We don't have any healing. I think probably with Golden Idol we'll have enough money to go to 2 shops. Maybe that's the play. What's the maximum cost of a rushdown in a shop? An uncommon will be between 68 and 82 gold. So 82 is the max. Oh wait, no, prices will be increased by 10%. 10% of 82 is 8, so 90 is the max cost. Okay. So as long as we still have 90 gold when we get here, we can go to 2 shops. So I think I'm going to do that. I want to find that rushdown, so let's do it. Flurry and follow-up are free. He's not doing anything this turn, so we could Simmering Fury, which would get us our Flurry back. But he is generating a bunch of block, and it's possible we just kill him next turn if we vault into, like, Eruption, Tantrum, Conclude. So I think I'm going to vault. Simmering Fury draws 2 cards, Vault draws 5 cards. Alright. I guess I'll develop Battle him. Looks like we're waiting on Lesson Learned next turn. We definitely have Lethal. He is just frailing us. We need to end with Vigilance, right? And we need to end with him at 20 health or less. Or put Tantrum into the draw pile, I guess. If we just, like... I don't know, Tantrum, Smite, Miracle, Vigilance. Is that good enough? So Tantrum is 9 damage, Smite would be 24. So that is 33 damage, that would be enough. Okay, well I'll stop thinking about that. Okay, got a follow-up plus. Well, I don't think we need any of these. Do we have any mantra stuff now? We don't. We didn't get any mantra cards. Oh, we get it. We got worship. So we definitely did get a mantra card. Okay. Is Pray good? Doesn't really move the needle. The deal with worship is if you play it twice, you go into divinity, right? So Pray doesn't really change that equation. I guess we could worship once, pray twice to get there, but... Nah. Apparitions, huh? Costs a lot of current health. Doesn't add any cards to the deck. Gives us some block. If we can get them upgraded, which we probably can because we have a lesson learned, then that can be our plan for blocking the heart. Which seems like a good thing to have. Okay. Apparitions it is. We definitely are not giving them 400 gold. Eruption, Tantrum, Empty Fist is a lot of damage. Empty Fist by itself is 28. So we could Eruption and Empty Fist on Pointy, Tantrum on Romeo. Try to get lethal next turn. Seems fine. I guess this is 24. Yeah, it's slightly too low. This and that are always happening. Vigilance or Simmering Fury? Vigilance gives us more energy next turn. Simmering Fury draws more cards. Possibly redrawing. Tantrums, Apparitions. Conclude, Vault. I don't care about the Simmering Fury anymore. We need to redraw through the deck so we can get back to Lesson Learned. We're gonna have to Vault this turn because we don't have any block. I guess we could kill them both. But we have guaranteed apparition next turn. Do we battle him before we Vault? Or Tantrum, maybe? Tantrum Flurry kills Romeo, right? 12. Well, wait, we don't want a Tantrum because we want to draw back to Lesson Learned, right? Actually, though... Currently, Lesson Learned doesn't have a target, right? If we Tantrum Flurry on Romeo, then we could... I guess if we redrew it here... No, we have enough damage to make a target next turn. Okay. Leaving him alive, trying to get a Lesson Learned, Brock. Got it. Alright. Tranquility seems okay if we're going to do Rushdown. Sanctity draws cards. Tranquility is really good for Violet Lotus. We're way over-indexed on Wrath Enters, right? We've got Tantrum and Eruption. That's like 3 or 4 Wrath Enters. We also have a Simmering Fury, so we have like 4 or 5 Wrath Enters equivalent. So, and again, it's against 1 Vigilance and 1 Empty Fist. So massively out of balance. Tranquility seems like a great idea. Doesn't add any cards to the deck. Always a good thing. Guess it's Flurry, Vigilance, Flurry, Simmering Fury, probably. The Flurry doesn't actually do anything. Could be Battle Him instead of Simmering Fury, but I don't see why. Three apparitions, you say? Do we have lethal? Crush Joints and Flurry are always happening. This is not lethal. Triple Apparition conclude. I guess so. 33 is too much. That would be lethal.
There's lesson learned.
Okay. Hey, there's a rushdown. It says plus on it. Seems amazing. Well, the whole point of going to this shop was to find a rushdown. Now we don't need one. Mental Fortress seems pretty nice. Mental Fortress, Talk to the Hand, both of which little bits of block we could fit in with our apparitions. Good morning, Sherwinds. There's a prism. We're probably like never adding another card to the deck, so I don't know about that. Same goes for Toxic Egg. Okay, so how many cards are in the deck? It's a 22 card deck from the outside looking in, but then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards that get removed. So it's really a 13 card deck. Yeah, we're definitely removing. I think we're picking Talk to the Hand. Maybe doing Mental Fortress as well. What are we removing? You're in some upgrade debt currently. Oh, did I miss Battleham? I guess I'll recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, you're right. No, 10. Yep. Okay, so we're at 12 cards, so we only have to get 2 removes. Yeah, I think we're going to do the conclude minus. It's probably the target because we got 1 upgraded conclude. Follow-ups are kind of fine. They cost 0. Inoffensive. Lesson learned can turn into a curse. I don't know about soon. And it always exhausts, right? So if there's nothing to upgrade, I can just play it on curve, as it were. Secret Technique is a potential take. I guess Secret Technique ends up getting upgraded, and then it's a problem, which is too bad. All right, so I'm pretty sure we're doing Talk to the Hand and card remove, so let's do those. I think it's on Conclude minus. Yeah. Dupe Pot's nice. I was assuming we wouldn't buy a potion since we have our slots full. But that's reasonable. Power Pot is not particularly good in the deck. What are we looking for? Deva Form? Do we want Wish? I don't think so. It seems really expensive. We've been struggling with energy a little bit. We're a 3 energy deck in Act 2, so expensive cards are a bit of a problem. Do other classes have more card draw? We want like cards that exhaust and draw, right? We want like a scrawl. Do other classes have good cards like that? We could buy Shard. I think I'm probably no on Mental Fortress, having considered for a second. Just like Vigilance Eruption is already super block positive, even against the beat. Even against Time Lord, Vigilance Eruption should be enough. Is it enough? I feel like I've done that exact combo against Time Lord before and died. So maybe a Mental Fortress is good against Time Lord? If we Mental Fortress, we block for, if it's upgraded, which it probably would be because lessons learned, block for extra 12, so it'd be 24 per cycle. That seems like a ton. Do we need to remove cards? Yes. We still have to remove 1 card. But we are going to another shop in this act. So we should be online by the Mega Elite. Theoretically, at least. We also have to draw 10 cards, but we have Rushdown Simmering Fury, so that should be pretty possible. I guess Rushdown Simmering Fury only draws 9, right? Until Simmering Fury gets upgraded. Silent and Defect have the best card draw from what I've seen, but I watched more Slay the Spire than I actually play. Of iodized sea salt. Wow. Iodized sea salt. I think we're done. I think we're not going to pick Mental Fortress. No, I am going to pick the Mental Fortress. I lied. I care about beating Time Lord. Time Lord's a big problem. It's an infinite combo. We have to beat Time Lord. Okay. Probably upgrade an Apparition. Maybe talk to the hand. Thanks for the subscription, sure wins. Appreciate the support. Thanks for loafing around for 3 months. I feel like you've been loafing around for a lot longer than that. Since November. I mean, I guess this heals us to full and we get full value out of it. It never feels like you're getting full value when you rest with Apparitions, though. And thanks for the follow. Hunden Halls. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Hunden Halls. You guys, there's a... Okay, so Coconut here, I'm going to take you on a tour. Coconut walks on this... behind the monitor. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Okay, so she walks behind the monitor through this little passageway, and a couple of times she's fallen, like right near this little corner here. She'll walk through there. You can see her water dish. She's fallen like behind the desk, where like the wires and stuff are. And man, she just tripped. She recovered, so she didn't fall, but like, I always worry about her. We need to fix that. We need to like move my desk 4 inches closer to the wall. But unfortunately, it's like anchored into the drywall already, so it's like a major maneuver. All right, but she's okay. Maybe Vault upgrade is the thing. As a 3 energy deck, it can be pretty difficult to get Vault to play. Lesson Learned upgrade could help us trigger it in this elite fight. Lesson Learned can upgrade itself and will. It likes to do so. I guess Vault and Desex are approximately the same, right? Because they both give us sort of 1 energy per fight. So it's like we do the 1 energy per fight, or we strength scale a little bit. We remove the ethereal from an Apparition. I don't really care about the ethereal from Apparition, though. That's true. Vault helps against Time Lord. Talk to the Hand and Mental Fortress also help against Time Lord. They should be in the discussion. Simmering Fury. Actually, maybe Simmering Fury is it. We need to draw 10 cards, and we need the Simmering Fury Plus to do that. Yeah, let's take Simmering Fury. Alright. Slavers. They don't give a single fuck if we've had time to set up. And they are queuing up nearly lethal damage here. Mental Fortress, Tantrum Empty Fist blocks for 4. Let's go and see what's in this power pot. Fasting? Doesn't seem good. Take Master Reality, go with the Battle Hymn. We can't loop if we do fasting, but we probably weren't looping anyway. I think it's just Foresight. Make sure we get a Apparition next turn. I'm going to use the vulnerable pot on this guy too. We need to get him dead. Follow up an empty fist block out. Or, well, kill him. And we take 6. That's true. Foresight does help mitigate the wounds, good point. Talk to the Hand Tantrum is good. If we talk to the Hand Tantrum, conclude, we kill Blue Slaver and don't die, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, there's an apparition too. Great. Well, apparition frees us up to do this. And not take damage. Fortunately, we lose the apparition, but that's okay. Apparition seems great. Desex seems fine. Deus Ex Machina. It's not Desex. Tranquility Eruption draws a couple of cards. And blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay. I'm saving some Blue Slaver health for the damage return. I think I want to kill both this turn. Which means no vigilance. There's still an apparition? There is not. If I keep vigilance, then I don't shuffle. Oh wait, I do shuffle either way because we have Simmering Fury. Okay, I'm gonna keep Tantrum and Crush Joints. Alright, that should be enough, right? We don't get a Lesson Learned proc, but... this is 12, this is 15. Doesn't seem like we can land Crush Joints, but I don't think it matters. We've got plenty of damage. Is there any world where we don't kill here? We'd go to 1. No, that's crazy. Okay. Singing Bowl is super nice after apparitions. Deus Ex is actually pretty good in the deck. We're still a 3 energy deck, and we've been struggling with that. But I think it's probably Talk to the Hand, because it's a Talk to the Hand. And we have Tantrum, doesn't add a card to the deck. 3 really good choices. Are you talking about Deus Ex, Talk to the Hand, and max HP? I don't think we ever take Fear No Evil here. Yeah, I think Fear No Evil is actually bad. We don't want to. Fear No Evil is a permanent card. We don't want to add that to the deck. We've already got an infinite loop with Violet Lotus, so we don't need a second way to get into Calm. I think I'm gonna take the Talk to the Hand because Deus Ex is bad against Time Lord, and it's really important. Okay. 85 gold still gives us a card remove. Could cost us a Shop Relic, because if we spend 85, we don't have enough for card remove and a Shop Relic, and we're always card removing. But there's no Shop Relic we super need. We don't care about the Heart's vulnerable because we infinite combo the Heart ideally on 2. So we'll have infinite block. So I'm gonna pay for this relic. Vajra. Okay. Well, that's great against Time Lord. Makes us a little bit more energy efficient. Bronze Scales doesn't do a ton. Hey, Sir Artemal. I'm doing good. This morning was our fight the bots and try and get a reservation at Yosemite morning. our our quarterly ritual. I guess it's not really quarterly, right? Because when they unlock the like December reservations, we're like, huh, well, don't really want to go in December, so it'd be cold. But currently they unlocked the like June and July reservations, so we were all on it, and we got a couple. We actually got 4, but they're all 1-day reservations. So, but we managed to get 3 within a 4-day window. That was my wife's magic. I got the center one, and she got the ones around it. Oh shoot, are we streaming Dungeon Crawl right now? No, we're streaming. Sir Artem, you scared me. No. Yes, this is Slay the Spire. You may be familiar. Twitch sent me an email that summarized my my 2020, and the KCG emote that you're always using, that one that you just did, KCG lol, is the 4th most used emote on the channel. But it did come in after Vegelove. Aw, yeah. It also came in after just like the really common ones, like I think like this one and like this one. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you're the only one who uses it here, but you use it a lot. You used the most channel points of anyone this year. Do you know that, Sir Edible? Congratulations. Bronze Scouts is good, kinda. But not, like, really good. And we could take a Sapphire Key. It's possible that the Act 3 chest has, like a, whatchamacallit, like a fossilized helix in it or something. And if we take a Sapphire Key, then, like, Curse Key is a lot better, and we really want a 4th energy, so I think I'm going to take a Sapphire Key. Bronze Scales is pretty good against Book of Stabbing here, but that's okay. We could rest, but it only gets us 10 HP. Do you think X is a good letter, and would you place it more front the alphabet? I'm assuming you mean more towards the front of the alphabet. Is affront a word? I mean, affront is a word, but it doesn't mean that, does it? It's like an offense. Maybe the origin of affront means that, but I think X is a fine letter. It's the most extreme letter, that's for sure. Sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of you, Beer River. I was just confused. Yeah, I don't know. I like X. It's very rare letter in English. And it's a very simple letter too. It's just like 2 big marks. I've been counting my calories this year. So we have a chalkboard over there that whenever I like eat something, I'll write down how many calories it is. And it's weird for me to write down anything, right? Because I don't really write on a daily basis. This is a rush down deck, Sir Admiral. So we got this rush down, and we got these things and that thing. So it's been weird to me to think like the shapes of numbers are so weird. They don't correspond to their meanings at all. Like 1 obviously does. 1 is just a single mark. But then like, it seems like 2 should be 2 marks, and it isn't. It's like a big backwards C with a tail. And then like 3 kind of has 3 points, but then like 4 makes no sense. And like 5 looks a lot like 2, but like flipped. I don't know, man. 6 is just a circle with a tail. I get like, but The problem with like making a 1 a single mark and a 2 2 marks is that 9 would be 9 marks. That would take forever. But having 9 be like basically the same as a 6 is just very odd. Can you scroll down while ranting about how money has no inherent value? Nice try, the chief abides. If you want me to talk about how money has no value, you should redeem and talk about X. X does suggest that there's a treasure. That's a good point. I didn't think about the pirate angle. Sorry for tapping the mic. I think we're taking an upgrade, right? I don't know. I guess there's a chance that we die, but like healing for 10 feels so bad. So I'm gonna take an upgrade. Mental Fortress seems like an important upgrade. Talk to the Hand gets a little bit extra value. I haven't felt the need to upgrade the apparitions. I kind of only want them in hand once. Maybe Lessons Learned, we'll get to it eventually. I think we'll do Vault. Vault seems like a great upgrade. Hey, Gadro Scar 1. I'm doing good. I feel like in order to answer the question, what's new, I have to know, like, who you are, right? Because I don't think I've ever talked to you before, Gadro Scar. So, like, or Gadro Scar. I keep putting an R in there. Gadro Scar. I guess there's an R at the end of the scar. And I don't think I've ever talked to you before, so I don't really know what's new, because, like, what's new is I have been born and lived my entire life. Those are the things that have happened since we last spoke. Have we seen a bag of prep or gambling chip? No, we haven't seen either of those. You made one comment before. It's been a few weeks. I think. How's your game coming along? To be more specific. Okay. Yeah, it's game's going good. So I did a playtest with Merle. Probably a lot of people in chat know Merle. Merle's a member of the Slay the Spire streaming community. Also streams Watcher. So I did a playtest with Merle, and his observation was that like one of the fights was unwinnable, and I was like, "That's true. I should probably fix that." That's been a problem in the past, to be honest. It's fairly easy to like while you're making a game to get caught up in the nuances of changing sort of small specific things, and I hadn't actually like tried to play through the game since I'd done the like metagame rework, which had nerfed the player. And so I put myself in a position where the player was not strong enough to win fights that they were previously able to win. So I made some changes, and now I can play through the whole game. And the game is much longer than it was before. It's like it's more of the full scope of the game is available now. So there's only like 7 bosses, but they're each repeated 3 times. Now. So there's a total of 21 levels. You're still waiting for the playtest? Yeah, I actually didn't succeed at scheduling any playtests this week. I reached out to a couple of people. Yeah. For example, Burnface's turn is up, but I haven't seen Burnface online, and I messaged her, but didn't hear back. So I guess I'll just have to move on. You are 6 from the top, Sir Artemal, so should be in the next week or 2. That's true, Midbros. You did reply. Your reply was so permissive in general that I just I was like, okay, we could do any time, and then I just never actually picked a specific time. So I apologize for that. I meant to. Hey, let's do this right now. Can you do like 2 p.m. Pacific today? Waits awkwardly for Midbros to respond. Probably card remove Rushdown here. Second Rushdown is super good. Alright, we're on the schedule. 2 p.m. today. You heard it here first, folks. Putting it on the calendar. Alright, great. Well, that's exciting. Okay, we're at a shop. If we do card remove Rushdown, what are we removing? That's the question. Worship. Worship seems pretty useless. Battle Hymn is kind of actively bad. Yeah, let's remove Battle Hymn. Battle Hymn is innate, so it starts in our hand, and that is irritating. However, if we remove Battle Hymn, we cannot do a combo, whereas if we remove Worship, we can. So I think we're going to have to swallow our distaste for Battle Hymn at the moment and remove something that actually stays in the deck. So let's go through the deck and make sure there's nothing worse than Worship. Eruption and Vigilance are required. Crush Joints, Empty Fist, Tantrum, and Lessons Learned all do damage, which Worship doesn't do. Simmering Fury is required. Vault is great. Conclude does damage. Follow-up does damage. Deus Ex Machina exhausts. Follow-up does damage. Battle Hymn exhausts. Flurry Blows does damage. Apparitions all exhaust and are good. Tranquility exhaust. Rushdown exhausts. These all exhaust. So yeah, it's literally Worship's the worst card. Would you recommend streaming Slay the Spire for a new streamer, or do you think it's too saturated? It's kind of an interesting question. Slay the Spire streaming has undergone sort of a renaissance recently. There was a brief period, like near the beginning of last year now, 2020, when like Jorbs stopped streaming Slay the Spire, and that's about when I started. And at that time, there were very few people streaming. It was like me and Redbeardy and like Jeremiah, a couple other people were like the main. I mean, I wasn't the main Slay the Spire streamer at that time because I had a smaller audience than I do even now, and even now the audience is still pretty small. So it was very few people, and then like Life Coach waded in, and Life Coach brings sort of his own massive community from Hearthstone, and my perception is that a lot of Hearthstone streamers sort of took their permission from Life Coach to jump in. So now there's a couple of big Hearthstone streamers that are streaming Slay the Spire. I've seen like Amaz and like Firebat and other folks in. And Jorbs has been streaming Slay the Spire again. So Jorbs, a titan re-entering the community. I think if you want to start streaming, I would just say go for it. And stream Slay the Spire if you want. Anything you wanna stream, I think is fine. Since you said you're a new streamer, I'll give you a piece of advice. Just be willing to talk to yourself. You're gonna have to fill some dead air, and you're gonna have to spend like a couple of months filling dead air. To be perfectly frank, so make sure that you've. I think it was very helpful for me to like have a schedule so that I knew exactly when I was streaming, and just talk the whole time. Even if nobody shows up, you got to be talking. Because if you have 0 viewers, right? If you're looking at your viewer count and it's 0, it's easy to be like, well, there's nobody's here for me to talk to, right? But the viewer count is delayed by like up to like 10 minutes. It's like a significantly lagging indicator. So if you wait for that viewer count to hit 1, you probably like somebody came in and left already. So always be doing something entertaining. Okay. We are removing a card. It is Worship. Sorry, Worship. This is not the deck for you. And we're going to add an extra Rushdown because that helps us fill our hand. And combo. Okay. And we're going to go fight a Mega Elite. 19 health is kind of scary. Conclude is mega good here. So it's like Simmering Fury, Battle Hymn, Conclude. Draw some extra cards. Sure. That's what his Conclude is good for. Getting that Act 2 value. Alright, Rushdown's always getting played. We're already in Wrath, so there's not really any point in entering Wrath again, or with playing Tantrum. So we have to get rid of the cards that exhaust, which means we're playing Rushdown, Talk to the Hand, Smite, I think. And getting kind of close to comboing here for the first time. The apparitions will take care of themselves. For me as a viewer, Amaz and Life Coach started streaming. You can't miss them. That's how you get to explore other streamers. That's how you find smaller streamers that you like to listen to while taking a break. So I found Rev and Vegeta, presumably that's me, since Rev started in the morning and Vegeta starts in the evening. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I definitely don't dislike streaming in a community with like lots of bigger streamers, right? Because then they have their own community, right? So they'll bring a bunch of people in, and the people will be like, "Oh, that person's done streaming. I'll go click around for other people," or just like they'll just look in the channels to see who's there, and hey, it's me. Bam, new viewer. So we're gonna smite Mad Gremlin, I think, to get him dead. And then let's get rid of Mental Fortress and Tranquility. Okay. No point in apparition here. Want to know something funny? My win streak goes up when I'm drunk. It's hilarious. That just means you've like sublimated all the Slay the Spire knowledge into your subconscious. You like can't even make a mistake anymore. You're just too good. We have 2 copies of Rushdown, so when we play Eruption, we will draw 4 cards, which is a lot of cards. So let's go ahead and play these Miracles. I think we're getting use out of them this turn. And if we Eruption, we draw a 9-card hand here. Get energy from Sundial too. We're up to 9 energy. Crazy. We missed Tantrum. We don't have Tantrum or Eruption, so we can't draw more cards. So we're gonna have to Vault at the end of the turn. Let's develop the other Talk to the Hand and play the Smite. Just kidding, there is no end of the turn. We're winning right now. Okay. And Lesson Learned. Okay. I was trying to set up, but, you know, it was lethal. Okay. We could take Master Reality theoretically because it doesn't cost a card, but I think we're almost certainly taking the max HP. Max HP is super good because we did Apparitions. So there you go. What have we got in the deck? It's a Rushdown deck. We've never actually done the combo yet, but we're working on it. Mental Fortress and Talk to the Hand to block. Apparitions and stuff. Let's get the Battle Hymn out of the deck and then play like Tantrum, Follow-Up, Crush Joints, I guess. Tantrum, Follow-Up, Crush Joints is 12 plus 12, or plus 24 is 36 plus 22. 36 plus 22 is enough to kill any of them, so I'll kill this one. Okay. I was just waiting for Lesson Learned, but we could have waited for Sundial, that's true. We do have a little side quest there that I've been forgetting about. Alright. Flurry of Vigilance. Flurry seems like it's always happening. I don't mind spending a Miracle to get a Smite in. We're not killing that cultist, so we have to play that. Which means we played both Miracles to develop both. Okay. Conclude kills the 4 health one. Conclude fighting with Vault here. Probably just gonna Vault here. Talk to the Head and the strong one and then Vault. We could Smite the weak one. Yeah, I think we're gonna Talk to the Head and the strong one and Vault. The alternative is dying. I don't like dying. Alright, Simmering Fury, Apparition. I'll go ahead and clear out the Tranquility as well. Oops, we could have killed him with Flurry. That was bad. Play the Smites? Yeah, I think so. We're drawing 10 cards, so we don't want to retain any. And hopefully we draw a Lesson Learned. Yep. Alright. Wow, a third Talk to the Hand. This is our third Talk to the Hand of the act. I think you're an underrated streamer. I just haven't popped in much because Life Coach never sleeps. Yeah, he streams a lot. And to be clear, I'm not really trying to compete with Life Coach, right? I think Life Coach he's doing his thing. He's got a huge community. I watch Life Coach. I think watching Life Coach is very insightful, interesting. He's got a really interesting commentary, but he just streams so much. Like, obviously, if you want to be a big streamer, you need to stream, like, constantly, right? So that's what he's doing. Hey, Ananspana. How's it going? I'm pretty happy with, like, when chat is moving this fast. That's where I want to be. I think if I had a Life Coach size community, I would be like, oh god, I can't even read all of it. Is it already 2 out of 3? No, it's 1 out of 3. If we win this one, it's 2 out of 3 though. Life Coach only has one problem, which is he trolls chat a lot. Yeah, he does exhibit a lot of sarcasm, and it can be hard to tell because he's got like a strong Austrian accent, so it's like, yeah, and he talks really fast, so I don't know. I frequently do not know what he's going on about. Jorbs is the only streamer I can't watch. Wow, I like watching Jorbs. My first Slay the Spire experience was with watching Jorbs. I watched Jorbs a lot when I used to work for Blizzard. Yeah, it is very weird that he's like so hostile to like backseating that like, yeah, it's just like, whoa, like, why do you stream a game? If you don't want people to backseat, why don't you just talk about your life or whatever? I never know how to chat in Jorbs' stream. It's very confusing. But I mean, you know, he set up his community the way he wants it, and clearly there's a lot of chatting, so. Is a third Talk to the Hand even good? It says plus on it, too. God. We're having trouble getting the combo set up. Like, okay, so the Nightmare is, like, on, yeah, I mean, Talk to the Hand is, like, obviously super good, right? But the Nightmare is not getting the combo set up against the Heart and dying. If we, like, don't draw an Apparition and we don't draw enough block with Talk to the Hand, then, like, we're dead, right? Doesn't matter how good the combo is. But the Apparition should give us a couple of turns to set up, so we should be okay. I'll take a Talk to the Hand. Alright. A couple of Apparitions here. Double Apparition Battle Hymn, probably. Maybe we just skip the Battle Hymn and just play follow-up. Like, we have to play Battle Hymn if we want to combo, but we're probably not going to combo in this fight, right? That sets up for a lesson learned next turn. Tantrum, follow-up, Vault? I guess we could Tranquility, Tantrum. Okay. Would you be interested in streaming a lesser-known roguelike deck builder if I buy you the game? I don't need you to buy me the game. What game are you talking about? But sure, I stream other stuff sometimes. Although, I have to say, not very frequently. Ernorth Reborn. Never heard of that. I'm gonna make him a note. Could you give a little pitch for it, Kataskar? Okay. We've got a Rushdown and a Tantrum, but no way to exit, so we can't proc that. Rushdown's free. Talk to the Hand seems obvious here. I guess we could have empty fisted and tantrumed. That would have drawn cards. It's probably a mistake. Go ahead and extend the apparition and generate a bunch of block. Peel off some plated armor. I guess I'll just kill Shield Parasite. And Lessons Learned is not necessarily next turn. Interesting. I'll give it a shot. Come on, Lesson Learned. Let's go. Vigilance blocks out, so we can draw more. Lesson Learned. You did it. Set up Sundial, too. Finally got an Apparition upgraded. It's a blend between RPG and deck builder, with choosing a race and class at the start, and like Slay the Spire, picking specific cards on the way. Also, you equip items which drain AP each turn for a specific benefit. Interesting. Sounds fun. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I probably wouldn't just like stream it out of the blue though. I think I'd want to check it out on my own, and if I think it's really good, I'll stream it. My goal for streaming is I'm trying to build a community who would want to buy my game. So it is important that I'm not only a Slay the Spire streamer, although I haven't really accomplished that goal yet. If there's no like existing community for the game, there isn't really a benefit for me streaming it. But if there's if there's a way for to expose a cool game to a broader community and like talk about the cool game design implications, then like definitely that's the thing. Wow, lots of stuff happening. Sherwin's redeemed the playtest. I'll go ahead and put you on the list right now. Aren't you already on the list? Yes, you are. Although I have your other entry on the list marked as intending to donate, but I don't think you ever pulled that off. That one's like 8 from the top. And Pixel Noise, thanks for the subscription. Thanks for loafing around for 6 months. Appreciate the support. I haven't seen you in chat much. Name your price. We're ready. Sorry, it's not ready. The game's not ready. I'm not ready to name a price yet either. Kind of depends on what the game ends up like. But I have some ideas. First person to say Ooga Booga, I love Cheerios, gets my playtests. There's 2 playtests. So, if people love those Cheerios, get them. The first 2. Presumably you mean the first 2 people to say Ooga Booga, I love Cheerios. I think you have to say it in chat. OmniCloud7. Oh, you mean you already did a playtest? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you might just have to do your playtest, Sherwins. It doesn't seem like people are taking you up on your donations. Is Data Form actually like good? I don't know. like, ideally we're supposed to be doing a combo, right? So, like, once we get the combo going, we don't really need the energy. I'm sorry to hear you suffer with depression, Gadlo Scar, or Gatto Scar. Let me go. There's a really solid game developer Twitter community, and I want to find somebody to call out specifically. He's probably tweeted recently because he tweets a lot. So I'm just going to scroll my Twitter feed until I see him. This is not working. He has not tweeted recently. Okay. There we go. MC Funky Pants. He's always just like super positive and like posting stuff about keeping your motivation up. And his rule is that you never have a 0 progress day. So you just always always do at least something. And I think that's sort of the key for him. He's always like his Thursday. He's always like talking about how excited he is to do his personal project day, and it's really fun. But also like be kind to yourself. You know, if you're having problems with depression, like it's fine if you do game dev. It's also fine if you choose not to. Right? Like self-care is important. So hang in there. Everything's gonna be fine. See you around Beer Rover. Yeah, HP I think is probably the answer. Let's see, sorry. I would redeem the... If I didn't have... Oh man, they should be breadcrumbs. Oh my god. I call them bread bucks now, but breadcrumbs is way better. Man, how did I not think of that? That's like a much better icon, too. Alright, I think we're skipping this for max HP. Somebody called out Third Eye as a possible pick. I don't think that's probably correct. We need to keep our deck size down. It's small enough now that we theoretically can combo, but we want to keep getting it smaller because against the heart, we need room for the statuses in hand. So we need to keep going on that. So it's max HP. Okay. Do we think we can beat Hyper Beam guy with 21 health? Well, either he's hitting us or he's not, so the extra 10 health isn't going to really help. I think it's Rushdown. The turn you play Rushdown can be a very important turn to have lots of energy. So, yeah. Tranquility also gets basically the same benefit as Rushdown, once per combat, 1 extra energy. I like the Tantrum upgrade with Talk to the Hand, but we have Artifact, limited artifact removal. Yep, we basically don't have any artifact removal. And for fights that need artifact removal, we can just block with Mental Fortress. It's not really super important. Normally, I rotate all the characters. I actually haven't been recently. So currently, I'm on a project where I'm trying to get a Watcher win streak. Yeah, it's true. We do have a Crush Joint, so we like theoretically could remove artifact charges, but we aren't really going to do that practically. So trying to get a Watcher win streak. So I've done nothing but Watcher for the past week, trying to get 3 wins in a row, and we are on a win streak now. We won yesterday, so. This is potentially our 2nd win in a row. This channel just isn't the same. That's right, Pixel Lines. You were away for a couple days. I haven't seen you for... Had you been in the channel this year? Should I say Happy New Year? Yeah, I think it's going to be Rushdown. Okay. Pretty weird that Lesson Learned hasn't upgraded itself yet. Usually it upgrades itself like first. Okay, we need to get cards out of the deck so that we can combo. We definitely want to combo. I was going to say Happy New Year's because I haven't been here. It has been 2 weeks. Wait, you can't have been here on the 1st. I didn't stream on the 1st. So to get maximum cards out of the deck, we play Talk to the Hand, Mental Fortress, Battle Him. It is kind of waste Talk to the Hand, but I think I don't care. Yeah, let's do that. Apparition can remove itself. Alright. Rushdown's always getting played, costs 0. We have Eruption Conclude. And we have to kill a Spiker or die. Which is not a great feeling. Maybe should have drank the Cultist Pot last turn. Didn't really think about that. I think I ideally want to save the Cultist Pot for a Time Lord. So yeah. Oh, we have Vault now. Interesting. We could Energy Pot, Smite, Simmering Fury Vault. Smite doesn't quite kill the orb, which is awkward. Is there any way to not draw a Stance Exit? Vigilance and Tranquility are the only ones. I guess Apparitions are also out, so there's 4 outs. We're drawing 7 out of 13. Not impossible to miss it, but is very likely to be missed. We could just Vault now, but I'd rather draw 8 cards. I guess we could Empty Fist, and then we never miss. We also kill the orb. Yeah, actually we draw 10 cards if we do that, because we re-enter Wrath. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. We can actually land a Talk to the Hand here. We can just double Talk to the Hand, get 1 down. Always playing Rushdown. I think I will play double Talk to the Hand. Double Talk to the Hand, double Apparition. Or I guess just single Apparition's fine. Save the other one. I guess our answer to Artifact Charges is just having every copy of Talk to the Hand possible. Looks like this guy is guaranteed to take Lessons Learned, which is actually pretty great. I'm into it. You get it. You can have it. I guess we'll want it back at the end of the fight. That's a long time from now. Let's get these Smites out of hand. This is the problem with Watcher combo decks. By the time you combo, everybody's already dead. Do you track your win rates and streaks? Yeah, so the stream title right now has got my current win streak, which is 1 out of 3. But I don't really track the win rate. It's too irritating to track. Well, I think we could probably have lethal. Is that true? We have both Rushdowns developed, so if we exit and then enter Wrath, we will draw all of these cards, and that's an Apparition. So that seems pretty safe. I think it's lethal too, but I kind of want the Lesson Learned proc. So that kills him. Draws 4 cards. Apparition blocks out. How about Double Miracle, Tranquility, Simmering Fury to redraw the whole deck? We missed Lessons Learned, so we'd have to exit and re-enter. So it's 20. Do we have too many cards? No, this is fine. Wait, we don't want to play that one. Let's see. So we have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand, so we'll draw 3, but then 3 guaranteed contains Lesson Learned. Right? Actually, no. Because Flurry Blows would come back. Oh wait, Flurry Blows is in hand. Yeah, okay. Ideally, we would have shuffled with that, so we had Sundial set up. I guess I could have set that up. Could have done that slightly better. Alright. Loving the chat interaction regarding not tuning into the stream more in the past. Well, there's no reason to regret. There's be more streams in the future, don't you worry. Deus Ex. Deus Ex is good. Gives us some extra energy. We've been struggling with energy a little bit. We're really starting to pop off with that Violet Lotus, though, so it's not like a huge concern. Deus Ex is kind of bad against Time Lord. The nightmare of having 2 Deus Exes, though, is pretty bad, where you, like, draw a 10-card hand, but you've drawn both Deus Exes, so you shuffle a bunch of Dazes and put yourself behind. I don't think it's, like, necessary to add to the deck, so I think I'm going to skip it. I've still never comboed, though. It's a combo deck that just doesn't need to combo. It's just a damage deck. Alright, I'll just take the max HP. Okay. Extra energy. Seems good. Astrolabe could theoretically give us some card removes. Could Astrolabe, like, conclude double follow-up or something? Did you dream about an upcoming balance patch for Slay the Spire? That seems fun. They haven't been announcing their balance patches. They've just been dropping them on the beta branch, so I'm pretty sure there's one coming. It does feel like the combo is the safety valve, yeah. We haven't been able to get rid of the cards fast enough. Astrolabe could get rid of Battle Hymn. I really do want to get rid of that Battle Hymn. But it's a... no, I can't do Battle Hymn because it's a power, right? So we're allowed to get rid of it for free. Pyramid makes it easier to draw 10 cards, but do we really need that? Seems like we're doing just fine drawing 10 cards with Double Rushdown Plus and Simmering Fury. Hey, Dwindling Storm. How's it going? It seems like the big argument here is Slaver's Collar versus Astrolabe. Oh man, Prismatic Shard into Fiendfire? That would have been delicious. That's a good point. If you want to remove cards, Prismatic Shard does work pretty well, because there's a bunch of Ironclad cards that remove stuff. Get yourself a second wind. Astrolabe only usually removes 1 card. That's the expected value for that. So I think that's probably worse than just taking extra energy. Although this is only an extra energy for boss and elite fights. And in boss and elite fights, we already... we like have more time to set up the combo. So maybe we don't care about the energy. Grizzly Bear, I'm not sure if you're making a sarcastic comment. I guess there's no kappa, so I'll assume it's not. You can't get Purity, because Purity is a colorless card. Astrolabe is colored cards only. Second winding your Deus Ex Miracles. That is kind of fun. Yeah, actually just like Miracle Watcher with like Ironclad cards would be super busted, right? If you got a Feel No Pain and like a bunch of, like a Collect. That'd be silly. I love it. Throw a Dead Branch in there and you're set. So if we were going to Astrolabe, it would probably be like Crush Joint double follow-up, or like Flurry, maybe. We're starting to get into damage cards. The most expendable cards are Empty Fist, Crush Joints, the follow-ups, and the Flurry, I think. Probably Empty Fist is the most keepable, because it can help us draw cards with Rushdown. Oh my god. Like a double energy defect deck with Conjure Blade? Get wrecked. That'd be so insane. You'd have to draw it, though, after you make it, which is a little tough. Yeah, I think it's just Slaver Scholar. Should help us combo a little faster, and most of the fights we care about are boss and elite fights. I think we're unlikely to die in an Act 3 hallway. It could happen. Donu Deka is our first boss, so we have a 50% chance of dodging Time Lord this run. Could happen. If we want to get 3 Juggernaut, Mirror Image, Talk to the Hand. That is so gross. Just Juggernaut, Talk to the Hand. Yuck. Are you talking about Dual Wield? For Mirror Image? He must be talking about Dual Wield. Because Dual Wield, Talk to the Hand is busted, and that's a red card. I don't think Mirror Image is a Slay the Spire card, right? There's no such thing. A little bit tough to find fires in this act. Maybe he's talking about After Image? Oh, After Image, yeah. After Image makes sense. Juggernaut After Image is super busted. Oh my god. Jesus. That's just insane. Maybe we're optimizing for fires here. Because our last key is Recall. Juggernaut and 10 Frost Orbs. That is also gross. Juggernaut is really busted with Prismatic Shard, isn't it? There's lots of ways that classes make Juggernaut do silly things. Although Juggernaut is fairly silly in Ironclad, right? Juggernaut Second Wind is plenty weird. So like, I kind of want to do this up the middle path, and then like fight 3 elites, recall here, upgrade rest or something, but I don't know if we're going to pull that off. Fighting 2 elites in a bunch of hallway fights before the first fire seems scary. I guess the off-ramp is we take an extra fire there. It's not too bad. So we just have to do 4 fights and then an elite with 37 health. We do have a Singing Bowl, though. We're 1 Prayer Wheel away from having all of the card reward relics. Question card, Singing Bowl, and Prayer Wheel. Is being a game dev your day job? Yeah. So I've worked in video game development for about 10 years. Got my start making Flash games on the web. R.I.P. Flash. You'll live on forever in our hearts. Yeah, eventually worked for bigger studios. Worked on Torchlight 3 most recently. Worked on Hearthstone before that. And currently doing my own thing. Okay. Well, Apparition is saving us here from a bunch of damage. It would be nice if this deck just had, like, a block card. Like, could we fit 1 block card into the deck, please? I guess Talk to the Hand is the block card, right? When do we get to hear about your own thing? Well, I've talked about it a bunch. It's called Rogue Executive. It's a traditional roguelike. Should be coming out in early 2022 is the current plan. We'll see how that pans out. Don't feel any pressure to donate. It's fine. No worries. I will want people to buy the game when it comes out, but it's not out, so... Um, obviously, you can donate if you wish. When will the beta branch go live? Great question. I don't know. I guess that I would hope that for like September this year. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I've got the whole timeline way wrong. So, is there a Kickstarter? No, there's not. I don't think there probably will be a Kickstarter. I don't know. Weird feelings about Kickstarters. There was a donate command during the Slay the Virus promotion. Alright, Apparition's clearly happening. Mental Fortress should get played. And I guess Battle Hymn over follow-up. Battle Hymn's kind of dangerous in the fight, though, because you can end up with a stream full of... or a handful of smites against a spiker. And if that happens, you lose. In fact, how do we kill spikers? Seems like we need one of our intangibles to be paired with some spiker damage, and we're intangible right now. So I'm gonna take some spiker damage. While I can. Alright. Apparition, Eruption, Empty Fist, I think kills Spiker. Oh, not quite, it's off by 3? Gross. I guess Tantrum Empty Fist would kill him. Oh no, that's off by 1. Oh gosh. You're gonna make a to-do list? I'll make a note of the exclamation mark donate. Because that is a good idea for a command. But let me know if there's anything else on the list. It's probably a bunch of stuff. Okay. Well, there's not really any point in leaving him at 3. I'll just leave him at 13. Get some exploder damage in. We didn't kill Exploder in time. And now we're going to take 30 damage. Well, this went poorly. We do have a drop bot, that's true. We are only taking 14 damage. Yeah, no energy now. Maybe should have. I guess so. The outs are Apparition, Vault. It's not a ton of outs. I think it's reasonable to not and take 14. Alright, we got the Apparition. We're in Wrath mode, so we can kill him with Flurry. That's nice. Develop a Talkative Hand on Repulsor, and then at some point, Lesson Learned. I'll go ahead and put him at 1, sure. We don't have any surprise damage stuff, so he would have to kill himself. I'll use Vault to draw. Okay. Come on, Lesson Learned. Where are you at? Found them. Alright, got the Mental Fortress Plus, that's nice. Collect technically doesn't add any cards to the deck. Doesn't seem good either, though. Max HP. Max HP. We take Madness. What does Madness do in the deck? Nothing. It makes the combo, like, absurdly energy positive. It would make the combo +3 energy per cycle. And +2 cards, so we could fit in like a block card or something. We just don't need it though. The madnesses are in the way. We would also lose 8 health. It's pretty low cost. Alright, Darklings. I'll go ahead and vault on 1. It's important we get set up against them. I guess we could Crush Joints follow-up instead of Mental Fortress. Get in 23 damage before the vault. Maybe we shouldn't vault. Yeah, unfortunately the Madness event is not very interesting. It's almost always just... take the max HP, unless you're playing Defect and you have an all for one, and then take the Madnesses. All for one or 2 holograms, you know. Hologram pluses, obviously. I think I'm not going to vault, because if I vault and then draw an apparition, I will be sad. I would rather be happy. Well, they took the easiest possible line, where they all buff on turn 1 and then none of them multi-attack, which is very nice of them. I appreciate that. Apparition's always getting played. Eruption follow-up Smite seems good. Smite does 26, follow-up does 24. Together those are 50. He is at 45, so probably those 2 on him and Eruption on somebody else. Alright. Well, there's no real good place to put Eruption, because the other people have armor, but whatever. Could play Lesson Learned, but I want to actually get a Lesson Learned proc in the fight, so I won't. Ironclad can increase his max HP with Feed. Watcher can upgrade cards with Lesson Learned. Silent can generate Potion with Alchemize. Does Defect generate any constant effect? I can't think of any. I'm gonna look up Dead Branch, because Dead Branch has a list of all the meta-scaling cards that aren't allowed. A Watcher also has Wish. Self-Repair. Self-Repair is Defect's meta-scaling card. It's pretty weak compared to the other ones, though. We have no Rushdown, so we can't draw with Tranquility Tantrum. Although we could draw Flurry of Blows, I suppose. It's kind of like drawing. Smite Ritual Dagger hits for 40. And then Tantrum hits for 24. That is 64 damage. Looks like just Smite Tantrum would kill the Darkling. 26 plus 24 is 50. That's not enough. Which game have you streamed aside from Slay the Spire? There's a roguelike called Griftlands that I like a lot, that I've streamed a couple times. I've been streaming Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup because there's a tournament going on. Oh, also, quick update on the DCSS character. I started a Spriggan Ice Elementalist on stream a couple days ago as part of the Nemlex combo. And unfortunately, the Nemlex combo has been taken. 8 people have already finished theirs. I'm still working on mine. So that's too bad. Maybe Defect could have a card that removes a card from the deck. Seems very strong. What if it removed a random card from the deck, though? That would be more balanced, I guess. Alright, let's just kill this one. And play Apparition. I'll go ahead and play these 2 cards as well. Mostly to block. Okay. Got the Rush Downs. Got the Talk to the Hands. Let's go ahead and just knock down this outside guy. We are trying to draw Lesson Learned, and it is possible here, so I'll go for it. 1 in 8. Oh no, it's not, because we redraw Tantrum. Duh. Okay. You can have all your deck upgraded by the end of the run. How is that not OP? It's powerful, but the requirement's very high. Like, having to Fatal, like, 30 people is a pretty big ask. We could just take a win now. How much do we care about further lessons? Apparitions are big. Talk to the Hand is nice. Tranquility is nice. Desex, Tantrum. Quite a few good upgrades. Almost every card that's left has a good upgrade. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and get rid of a Talk to the Hand. Genetic Algorithm, good point. Defect does have metascaling. Oh, did you? Sorry, I didn't hear him. It's irritable. Let's put him low and kill him. And then wait. Alright, so we need, this says 24. We certainly have lethal, right? Yeah, we can just... No, Smite doesn't kill him. How does this work? 22, but we've only got 3 energy. So we'd have to have a 1 energy card that kills this guy, which we don't have. And we can't block this turn, so we have to win. And there's no way to do extra damage, right? Well, darn. We needed like a follow-up or a crush joint in the sand. Or flurry of blows or something. Darn. Doesn't Tantrum kill? Well, we don't care about killing the first. The first one's easy to kill. We need to kill the second one for 1 energy. And Tantrum does not do that. Does 24. Nope, lesson learned on this one doesn't kill him. Trap. Max HP, anybody? Oh, wait, Crescendo. Crescendo draws 4 cards sometimes. It's kind of hard to get into... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Kind of hard to get... No, never Inner Peace. That adds an extra card to the deck. Ironclad can generate a random 0-cost card. Silent can generate a random skill, and Defect can generate power. Maybe for Silent, there should be a new type of cards. Whoa! That went to a weird place. A new type of cards. What would a new type of cards entail? There's no other, like, effects, right? Attacks do damage, blocks, skills by default block, and powers by default add a little status effect to you. There's not really any other things you can do. Infernoblade, Distraction, and White Noise. Yeah. None of those cards are particularly good, unfortunately. When they said, when Anazban was talking about defect generating skills, I assumed he was talking about creative AI, but you're right, he was talking about White Noise, huh? Because it's creating a 0-cost one. Colorless works. I think this is just max HP. Crescendo is tempting, but I really want... I want another Tranquility rather than a Crescendo. We're going left or right? Left forces us into a shop. Right seems hard to survive. We took a lot of damage to that Spiker. We've recovered a little bit from the Singing Bowl, though. I think I'm going left. I think we need to optimize for fires here. We've got enough relics. We don't need more. Whoa! Violence in chat. Holy crap. Never had to deal with this kind of situation. I think I'm supposed to time out Sir Artemal now. I'm gonna literally put you in timeout, Sir Artemal. Oh, drat. I wanted to time out Sir Artemal for like 5 seconds, but the UI doesn't support it, so I guess I won't do it. I know, but you threw the first punch, right? That's how you're supposed to adjudicate children's fights. The words don't matter, it's the actions. Alright, let's do this. Let's go left. Upgrade all cards, you can't heal. Yeah, I assume the shoveler. The shoveler just came out of nowhere, just like flew out of left field, having said nothing in chat for the entire stream, just to tackle Sir Artemal. You've been lurking, I see. Long enough to see what happened, I assume. Normality seems bad, right? We don't want normalities. I don't think we need gold. I think I'll take a rare relic. If this is Dead Branch, we don't take it, right? So just like Tantrum, Empty Fist, battle him. Maybe this is the Swift Pot. It's not a very good turn one. Yeah, we are infinite. Theoretically, we haven't ever actually done it. I think I'll Swift Pot next turn if I can't block. Looks like we can block. I'm gonna restart the fight and do that correctly so that I get 6 block instead of 3. I was just like, ooh, if that one's yellow, I'll click that one. We can do it in the right way anyway. Okay. That way gets 6 block. Talk down, smite blocks out, rush down's always happening. If we play Simmering Fury, we draw 10 cards, so we're gonna play the Miracles for nothing. Yeah, it's true. You're technically restarting the floor, so you restart all the way from the beginning. You can, if you're fighting the Red Mask gang, You can like fight them, see if you're gonna win, and then choose to give them the gold instead. Just shadow box the whole thing in your head. So we're trying to draw a 10-card hand. Do we keep any miracles or just ditch them both? I think we ditch them both. Do we get rid of the lessons learned? We don't. No, the lesson learned. All the lessons we can learn are good. Talk to the hand, 2 apparitions, tranquility. Yeah, no, we need the lesson learned. I haven't ever actually done that. It's just I'm assuming from the way that the mechanics work that that's the way it would work. You could choose to believe that or not. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, we need to attack 4 times if we want to block. We can actually do that with Eruption Tranquility. Seems good. And follow-up. Just casually block for a cool million. Ah, now we've got lesson learned. Damn it, that's what I was afraid of. Do we have lethal? So max damage is like Smite, Tantrum, lesson learn. 26 plus 24 is 50. Nope, we're off by 2. Crush Strength is less damage than Smite and Tantrum. We can't proc the vulnerable. Alright, I guess we have to go another round. So I'll do Smite and Mental Fortress Vault, try and draw back to lesson learn. Oh wait, I don't want to vault this turn. I've already blocked out. That's a good point. Swiftbot could do it. It seems like a waste of a Swiftbot, just to get a slightly easier combo. I am in a Mental Fortress. When we draw, we'll probably draw Apparition. Yeah, we're Vigilance, that works. I'll keep the Smite for block return, in case we need that. Simmering Fury should ensure that we draw the combo next turn, right? Or the lesson learned. I guess it's not guaranteed, but it's likely. Come on, lesson learned. There it is. Got Sundial set up too. Alright. Do Voodoo. Maybe we were supposed to take the normality. This collect says plus on it. That's always worth at least 1 extra winning. 1 extra energy. But I think we're going to take the max HP here again. Is Collect Plus good? I mean, it's... I don't know. We are struggling with energy, kinda. It's not good against the Time Lord, though. I think we're probably fine against Time Lord, though. I don't really need to be continuing to optimize for that. Oh boy, Transient. We can definitely kill Transient, which is always fun. I don't have to worry about this turn. If you kill Transient, I'll donate $5. Well, great. It's exciting. $5 free. Of course, we need to not die to pull that off. We'll probably lesson learned on Transient if we can. If you kill Transient, I'll make a sassy comment. Does this mean you already did? Does this count? Tranquility, Crush Joints, Smite. This does 12, this would do 21, so that's 33, so we take a bunch of damage. We would block for 6 though, so it's like 39, we take 11. I'd rather not take 11. I'm gonna use the pot now. There it is. We can Tranquility Empty Fist too for extra energy. So I'm gonna talk to the hand, Tranquility Empty Fist. And now we don't even need the apparition. I could skip it. I kind of want to play it though. We actually can't combo with Lessons Learned in hand, can we? 25 card deck with 1. We won't count this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 removes. Yeah, it's 11 cards, so we can't combo and Lesson Learned. So if we want to combo, we should Lesson Learned now. We can't kill him without a combo. So there's no way to get Lesson Learned. Darn. Alright, so the removing max cards is Lesson Learned Apparition. So I'll do that. Yeah, I wanted to kill plus Lesson Learned, but I'll just take a kill instead. Let's play the Miracles, and we have 1 rush down. Yeah, so this draws 2 cards. Let's try that. All the talk to the hands. Okay, we have to vault before we combo, so I will vault now. Yeah, we draw Simmering Fury. It's like Smite Vault. Okay. Develop Rushdown, obviously. Get rid of these Smites. And Simmering Fury to set up for next turn. Okay. 10 cards, we're going to draw all 10. Or we're going to draw 8 of them, I guess. Vigilance Eruption's a combo. We did it. Oh, we've got Smite in hand. Oops. So now we have to Empty Fist Eruption to draw. We still have enough energy, though. Are you planning to remove some of your cards? Oh, we don't have enough energy. Shoot. So we'll have to combo next turn. Why not Tantrum? Tantrum's the same. So if we Empty Fist Simmering Fury, we combo next turn. Oh wait, we still have to... We still draw another stupid Smite next turn, so... Alright. Alright, so first thing, play the Smite, and then Vigilance Eruptions combo. I'm slipping! Alright. So now we take Pixelnoise's money. And it takes a long time. Does Tantrum do more damage? That's true, it does. I think theoretically we can fit Flurry of Blows in too, if we cared about like most whatever damage per cycle. Too bad we couldn't fit Lesson Learned in here. We need to remove another card to get Lesson Learned after a combo. That's right, that's Sweet Juggernaut. Jeez, that's a lot of block. I could misclick, that's true. Could press the wrong number key. We've still got another turn, though. It would be nice to remove Battle Hymn, but I think we have to remove, like, Follow Up or Flurry of Blows or something. The smites are really annoying. Looks like we're gonna get to 1,000 block before we kill him. I guess 9 block per 27 block per tantrum is a lot. We also get 6 block per card, so it's 27 plus 12, 39 block per cycle. It's a lot of block. Oh wait, I didn't even count Vigilance. Vigilance is an extra 12, 51 block per cycle. There we go. We're capped out. Can the smites interfere with the infinite? Don't we just play them? I guess if it blocks us from drawing... no, even if it blocks us from drawing Vigilance, we can still empty Fist and then re-enter, right? To draw the card. I think it can't actually stop us. Whereas we still have to do 2 card removes to prevent the hearts statuses from doing it. We shuffle once per cycle, so we'll want to end on 2. Yeah, we can't be stopped if we're like awake, right? If we're aware of the situation, we can't be stopped. Okay. So we want to stop on Sundial, so it will end with Eruption. Great. A regen pot, that's nice. Hey, there's a Tranquility. Talked about that being good. Yeah, that seems super good. That's like draw 4 cards, gain 3 energy. That's like scary good. Okay. So we remove 1 card here, and then 1 card at the Act 4 shop, and then we should be good to go with the heart statuses. Do we have a rest here? What are our upgrade options? Oh, we need a recall, too. Not much left to upgrade. Lessons Learned still hasn't upgraded itself. Unbelievably. Deus Ex seems like clearly the best upgrade. Thanks for the donation, Pixel Noise. Still waiting on the... Let's see. Somebody said it was $10 for something. Grizzly Bear said $10 if you kill Transient. Is Grizzly Bear a liar? I don't know. He says, I'm in. Okay, alright. People love killing Transient, man. Oh wait, we could upgrade Tranquility. Did you give your sassy comment? Oh yeah, I see. I see the cheese thing. Very nice, very nice. Never trust bears. Sir Bachelat has been hurt before. I think this is probably the recall, right? Yeah. Okay. And an elite. All right, Nemesis is tough because we. Thanks for the $5 donation, Grizzly Bear. Appreciate the support. Okay, so we can't combo Nemesis because of, you know, the thing. The burns. So we're gonna have to kill him legit. And that's okay. Probably want to drink the regen pot, especially since we're like taking a bunch of damage this turn. Talk, Crush, Battle Hymn, Simmering Fury makes sense. Be nice to fit in Tranquility. But I don't think I can afford it. I need to Crush Joints after Talk to generate the 3 block. I need to play Simmering Fury to draw cards. I guess I could skip Battle Hymn for Tranquility. I also got paid by Amazon yesterday. I got I think my third check from Amazon. So there you go. For like $150. Mega minimum wage. For the Amazon owns Twitch, so for streaming. Yeah. I guess it's probably on Twitch letterhead, huh? Yeah, all the tranquility. Fish should be donated to us. I don't disagree. You guys are, especially with the playtest thing. I'll be swimming in sourdough. So if you want a playtest, all you have to do is... Oh, Sir Animal's giving you one? Is that what's happening? Sir Animal, do you want me to put down Grizzly Bear here? Okay. Can do. Darn, I've fallen behind today. Too many people getting playtests. Not enough me doing playtests. I did schedule one playtest on stream, though, but 2 people redeemed, so... Drat. Falling behind. At this rate, I'll never be done with playtests. We have 1 rush down. We could draw cards with Tantrum, with Tranquility. Let's get the Talk to the hand down. This is free. This is free. I don't particularly want to draw cards this turn, because he's intangible this turn, and I don't have a boot. I'll just have to make more games. Yeah, when the... Oh, were you trying to put a message on the screen? I don't have an alert set up for the playtest command. Do we play Lesson Learned here? I think I want to get a Lesson Learned in the fight, so no. Do we play Tantrum? Do we want to draw Tantrum? We do want to draw Tantrum. Okay. And let's get rid of a Smite. No, we need the Smites for damage. Okay. The burns. Let's go ahead and Tranquility and Tantrum. Draw some extra cards. I guess I could Vault now. I guess I can Tranquility, Eruption, and Vault. Yeah, let's do that. This is the turn when we need all the damage, right? So... Seems like we're not going to be able to get a Lesson Learned here. But maybe. What's going on in chat? So we want to do, ideally, 23 damage right now. If we can do 23 damage, then if we top deck Lesson Learned next turn, we get to kill him with it. Healthy Bonding. Aw. So this does 21. I guess Smite Flurry is one more. So it does 22. That seems fine. Yes! Lessons learned through the intangible. Take that, Nemesis. Hiya. Ooh, Nunchaku's super good. Wait, is it? We're already energy positive on the combo. Oh, no, we're not. We're actually energy neutral. So that makes us energy positive. Great. It's still doing the KCG-gasm, though, and Streamlabs does not subscribe to Korn's Champion. Alright, max HP. Let's go. There's a Shuriken. Dark Shackles. Probably gonna do card remove. Card remove and save money for the next card remove is the responsible adult thing to do, so that we can win Act 4. Okay, so we remove what, like a follow-up flurry? Crush Joints, maybe? Crush Joints has at least some value for failed to edit pixel. I've never seen Streamlabs give an error message. Yeah, Conclude could go. That's true. Yeah, I think Conclude's probably top 4 most expendable cards. Flurry, Follow-Up, and Conclude. I think it's both Follow-Ups probably go first. Flurry at least gets to proc Talk to the Hand a bunch. Actually, maybe Conclude goes first. Conclude is the only card that, like, fights with Vault, right? Oh, that's a great point about Aura Ray. I would never make that play. I would literally never see that. There's just no way I could talk about it. Would have missed it completely. 10 max HP. It's a pretty cheap mango. Could really use 10 max HP. It's a cheap pair. This would be our second pair of the run. Is there anything we would actually take out of Orrery? Probably is. If there's another Rushdown in there, maybe we take that. Makes our rare chance go really high with the question card. Orrery seems pretty sick. Card remove is always happening. I guess it's up against Shuriken. No, Shuriken is never happening, actually, because we don't have enough money after card remove. I guess the problem with Orrery is then we don't have enough money for the card remove in Act 4 shop. Or actually, probably here. Yeah, I think we're just going to card remove and save money. It's not far off, though. Alright, Conclude, you can go. Yeah. Maybe there's like a potion at the next shop. This shop doesn't have very good potions. It's going to be 175, so... Or 150? It was just 125, so 150. It's an expensive card remove. We've already got all of our keys. Free meat on the bone, okay. Do we go to a shop now, or do we wait until Act 4? I mean, the more aggressively we remove cards, the better, right? Because then we just get to the combo faster. So I think we go to a shop now, and in Act 3. Act 4, rather. Falling, that's a card remove. Ooh! Oh, yeah! Get rid of that Battle Hymn. Yes! Go away, Battle Hymn. Oh my god, falling event. Thank you so much. That was just an utter nightmare card. Had to deal with that for so long. It would have cost us a talk to the hand in this draw. Oh my god. So glad to be rid of that. Okay. This is a 3 energy draw. We can rush down Tantrum to draw some cards. If we play Tantrum, though, we're in Wrath. But we can block for... what is it? We need to upgrade this Tantrum. I think that's probably the next upgrade. Actually, that's not true. The next upgrade is probably Apparition. Or Tranquility. There's a lot of good upgrades. But Tantrum should be on the list. So the first Talk to the Hand blocks for 3. Like falling in love. This one blocks for 3, this one blocks for 6 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. He's hitting for 24. 18 plus 3 is 21, so we take 3 damage. Not too bad. If we draw a Flurry, we take 0 damage. And we're going to do it on this one. Because he's buffing. Which makes him a bigger threat. Oh, Tranquility, great. That'll do. Okay. Tantrum gains a bunch of energy. And then we can, like, Vigilance Vault or something. Yeah, Vigilance Vault. Okay, Flurry kills you. We're going to Apparition, but not before we kill this other one. Empty Fist already kills him, so we'll develop the Talk to the Hand on the surviving one. I guess I'll put him to 1. We still haven't drawn Lesson Learned, right? Yeah, it's guaranteed Lesson Learned next turn. He is blocking, so... Oh man, people are like rediscovering chat commands. That's exciting. A whole new world. Lesson learned. Oh wait, we want to shuffle first if we can. Is there any way to shuffle here? No, Tantrum does too much damage. What's happening? Huh. We have 2 chatbots with 1 quote. We have more chatbots. We have more quote commands than quotes. Alright. Man, Lesson Learned absolutely refusing to upgrade itself. Absolutely taking one on the cheek for the team. And I appreciate it. We could take Foresight... Technically, that's right, we could put Battle Him back in the deck. Get on in there, Battle Him. Too good to miss. Probably taking max HP. Smith, right? Because the 14 health just doesn't do anything. We either die or we don't. 14 health doesn't help. So we will Smith a Tantrum or Apparition. Running out of cards. Let's do Tantrum. Tantrum gets so much play, and we have a Strength and like 3 copies of Talk to the Hand, so we'll do Tantrum. Makes Tantrum is actually a big upgrade against Time Lord. It makes us kill faster. Got a 4th Talk to the Hand and a card remove. Seems good. It's true. We die or we don't is reductive. I'll give you that. I'm just saying, like, 14 health. It's a significant portion of our maximum health, but not an actual significant portion of the amount of damage an enemy's going to do. So, like, we either find the apparition and play it and don't take any damage, or we die. Okay, so let's remove a card. Do we ever second Mental Fortress? I don't know. I think I would probably rather fourth Talk to the Hand than second Mental Fortress. But it's a worth consideration. Worthy. For some reason I didn't finish that word. It's a worth consideration. Okay, so now it's follow-up, right? Follow-up, Crush Joints, Empty Fist. Technically Tantrum could go. We could combo with just Eruption. I guess it could be Eruption. And just keep the Tantrum. But no. That's a stupid idea. Yeah, I think it's follow-up. Okay, get on out of here, follow-up. Your job's done. No, Flurry is better because we have 4 copies of Talk to the Hand. Or 3 currently, probably 4. So it's Talk to the Hand versus Frozen Eye. Frozen Eye is quite good. I'm gonna go grab some water, I'll be right back. Well, I tried to grab water, but just got my hand wet, and then I figured, alright, I'll take a cup. It's true, we could just save money for the Act 4 shop. Removing the other Flurry would be probably just as good as taking a Talk to the Hand here. Thanks for the follow, Sting Kong. We've isolated which of the currently unfollowing viewers like puns, or what like stupid dad jokes. Because I made a stupid dad joke and then immediately Stink Kong followed. Welcome to the Vegetable Batch. Is the next card to remove Lesson Learned? I think it might be. Nah, it's probably just the other follow-up. If I buy Talk to the Hand, I never have enough gold to remove at the Act 4 shop. But, like, what could I possibly find that's better than another Talk to the Hand? I don't know. Do I need another Talk to the Hand? Like, we're infinite comboing. Talk to the Hands kind of just get in the way. I can't believe I just said Talk to the Hands could kind of just get in the way. Yeah, I don't think I wanted anything here. No on both Mental Fortress and Talk to the Hand. I'll just save money. Maybe a harder move in Deck 4. Maybe not. Maybe I'll find something better. Yeah, seriously, this deck is extremely good, so there's lots of room to have good stuff. Aha, it worked. Let's Eruption, Crush Joint, Tranquility. Wait, why did I play that Tranquility? I'm gonna reset the fight and not do that, sorry. It's just completely no reason to do that. It's retained in hand, we're not overdrawing. It just prevents me from playing better cards next turn. Okay. Alright, we gotta Talk to the Hand. So let's develop that. Mental Fortress. Change stances to block. Thanks for the subscription, Phantom Echo 3. Appreciate the support. Thanks for loafing around. And that just drew 10 cards. That's a lot of cards. Okay. Let's get these Talk to the Hands out of here. Anything that isn't exhausting by itself needs to go. And that includes you, Apparition. We could Empty Fist Tantrum to draw more cards. Draws a Talk to the Hand. Okay. Drat. Okay. Yeah, so now we just Vault and combo next turn. Or not. Couple of Miracles, Vigilance, Simmering Fury means we combo next turn. Yeah, just removing an Apparition for literally no reason is what this deck is reduced to. Okay, so now we're comboed and we can finish with Lesson Learned. I guess I'll Crush Joints to make it go faster. Okay. Oh, we still have it. We're carrying a Tranquility, too. We don't need that. I was wondering why my hand was so full. Just need to get him down to 18, and then we can Lesson Learned. Can probably do it from here. But, you know. Might as well just make it easy. Oh, crap. We didn't set up Sundial well. Oh, well. Actually... Yeah, we can set it up better. Because this only does 8. Oh, no, that does 12. Darn. Oh, well. I'm actually not sure Apparition Plus is better in this deck anymore, because sometimes we just want the Apparitions to go away. And now we have to actually play them. Do you want mod privileges? You've never asked for them before. Would you be responsible? I don't know if I can trust you to be responsible. You're a bit of a troll sometimes, so... Seems like promoting a troll to be a mod is a recipe for trouble. I believe Grizzly Bear would be responsible, probably. Grizzly Bear seems like a responsible person. Thanks for the follow, Lunar Sec. Although I am immediately suspicious, because your name starts with Lunar. And I've never seen a chat from a person whose name starts with Lunar, so my presumption is still that they all bots. But hey, maybe. Maybe you're a real person. If you're a real person, welcome to the Vegetable Patch. It's true, unmodding trolls. That sounds nice. I think if we saw an Apparition Plus in a card reward, I think we would still pick it. What if we're all bots? Dude. We basically are, right? We're just chemical robots. Beep, boop, beep. I will play Slay the Spire. I don't know why I made beeping sounds, that's stupid. Is Tranquility better than Health? I think Tranquility is awkward sometimes. The dream for it is it's plus 3 energy, plus 4 cards, which is crazy. But the reality is we've already got 2 Tranquilities and a Vigilance, so let's not get too crazy. My Chemical Robot. Alright, let me go find Coconut. I don't think she's gone too far. My wife's in the city today, so there's nobody upstairs to turn on the heating pad. She doesn't usually hang out near me, though, when I am yelling into a microphone for some strangers. Uh-oh, there's Gideon. Yeah, this deck is pretty good, the name I picked. A lot of talk to the hands, 2 rush downs. Everything is upgraded because of lesson learned. We're pretty much a lock here. It's kind of hard to imagine losing this one, but it could happen. It's true. Sir Artemal, you've definitely been a loyal viewer and have provided hours of entertainment for both me and for yourself. I think I would be a much more boring streamer if I did not have Sir Artemal to talk to. Let's take a moment and really appreciate the contributions of Sir Artemal to the stream. But, no, just kidding. Rest for 15 health, or Smith nothing? What's left of Smith? Apparition, I guess? No, I'm not kidding. I appreciate having Sir Artemal around. It's not a joke. Sending an invoice shortly. Yeah, I think I'm resting. It's only 15 health, but like, I get full value out of it. It could prevent me from dying. It's possible. Maybe we should upgrade Lesson Learned just out of respect for all the other cards that it put before itself. This Lesson Learned really laid itself down in the line of duty. It was just like it was like the person on the Titanic who was like, no, the women and children get on the lifeboats. Lesson learned. I don't need it. I just get 3 extra damage. It's okay. Everybody else get out. And for that, tip of the cap to you, lesson learned. Well done. But I think a tip of the cap is the thanks that lesson learned wants, right? Lesson learned just wants the respect and admiration of its peers. Looks like block pot in order to not die. I guess I'm glad that I rested. Suddenly this is looking kind of lethal. I think we're going to Tranquility, Crush Joints, and Talk to the Hand to remove all the artifact charges from Donu. Actually, I'm going to restart the fight. Sorry, I'm going to Empty Fist before doing that, because it's just extra damage. But I want to be in calm at the end of the turn. So Empty Fist first, then Tranquility, Crush Joints, Talk to the Hand, and Rush Down. Okay. So this time we get an Apparition. That makes surviving quite a bit easier. We'll go ahead and block for 2 with Vigilance and Simmering Fury for a full hand. Yeah, if you're using your Talk of the Hands for artifact charges, you're either in trouble or couldn't possibly lose. Okay. So we got Mental Fortress. We're going to change some stances this turn. Probably going to end up vaulting. So we have 7 energy. So let's do this first. And... oh yeah! Pixel Noise, you could just make the donate command. Wow. I'm gonna take that off my notes right now. I don't need to do it anymore. It's already done. Okay. We could play Apparition. Do we play the unupgraded one or the upgraded one? If we play the upgraded one, then the unupgraded one will go at the end of the turn. It seems like we're comboing really soon. So I'm going to play the upgraded one. I'm going to remove an artifact charge with Talk. Get a follow-up out of hand, generate a little bit of block, and then draw some cards. Get the other Rush down. I'm not going to play Tantrum. I want to draw other cards. I guess it's 40 damage. Alright, fine. And I'll just stack apparitions since I have extra energy. Alright, Crush Joints removes the last artifact charge. We've only got one talk left. Yeah, I use the YouTube command every day. That's how I put out my my YouTube channel. There's also a Discord command. Oh, I have a Twitter command, huh? I haven't like super promoted my my Twitter account on here, but that is me. Oh, I could have blocked that 3 damage. That was dumb. Okay, we're intangible. We need to, like, Empty Fist and Eruption to draw cards. Let's see, that overdraws us, right? 3, 6, 8. So we'll Miracle before we Tantrum. Lesson learned is almost there. So we can just learn our lesson about Donu. Wow, lesson learned literally doing itself actually last. It's the only unupgraded card in the deck now. Cool. Alright. Let's draw 10 cards and combo deck them. I'll start with Crush Joints for reasons. And then we'll do these cards. And it looks like we're like already done, so... Alright, fine. It is Time Lord. Yeah, I would have liked a better setup, but I couldn't do more combos. I guess I could have just waited a turn. Alright, we're gonna Cultist, because this is what the what we were saving that for. Talk Tantrum Vigilance is the max block. Let's see, it's 12 plus 12, so it blocks out. Alright. We just have to wait until we get strong. Yeah, we should be fine against Time Lord. But, you know. We've died to Time Lord with similar decks several times before. Talk Fury Vault? No, if we Fury, we overdraw by a huge amount. And we kind of want to save Vault for when he's on 12 cards. But surely it's not like Talk to the Hand, Simmering Fury, just eat a bunch of damage, right? Yeah, I think we just Vault now. It gives us an extra strength with the Cult Pot, too. We need to find an Apparition or something this turn. I guess I'll just skip Simmering Fury. Because we're already drawing a full hand, 3 Miracles, 2 Tranks. Alright, there's our Apparition. Probably want to play 4 more cards here. So I'll go ahead and stack Apparitions and end in Calm and play a Miracle for no reason. Stacked apparitions, useless as predicted. Mental Fortress or skip entirely? I think Mental Fortress. Yeah, that's a big source of block for the deck, so I'll play that. Alright. Aha, I can't be frailed. Okay. You hate when Time Lord is the second boss. When he's the first boss, he can prep throughout Act 3, but when he's the second, I just cross my fingers and hope it's not him, yeah. We've been preparing for Time Lord since literally Act 1. We started talking about Time Lord. So I think we should be okay. But, you know, haven't gotten there yet. I think Rushdown and Talk the Hand should get developed before Eruption. We could Crush Joints as well. I don't think it's necessary, though. Well, I was looking for... whatchamacallit? The Apparition, but it looks like we might be able to block without it. Tantrum blocks for a tremendous amount. He's hitting for 45, so we've already blocked out if we enter Calm. Or just exit. So the turn could be like Crush Joints, Lesson Learned, Empty Fist. He is at 5 on the clock, and we have more than 7 cards in hand, so we could theoretically proc the clock this turn. If we did, we'd probably be getting rid of these miracles. It seems like this is a convenient turn to get rid of the miracles. Definitely should have played Crush Joints earlier in the turn if this was the plan. This was kind of a mistake, but I'll do it anyway. So 4 of the cards are Simmering Fury and the 3 attacks. What are the other 3 cards? Yeah, good point. We might get to half health. So Crush Giants will do 24. This will do an additional 12, so 36. 24 plus 36 is 60, plus 45. So it's going to be 105 damage. So yeah, we will proc. That's great. I'm happy procking there. And then we have, like, infinite for second phase. So playing these 4 cards leaves 3 on the clock. I think we just play Miracle, Tranquility. Just get them out of hand. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we've got 11 cards, so we have to get rid of 1 slime. Seems easy enough. Do we have lethal now? Tantrum is hitting for 80 here. Actually, no, it's hitting for 120. Yeah, we certainly have lethal. Okay. Well, happy to be through Time Lord. Probably wasn't the optimal way to end the fight with Nunchaku on 0 and Sundial on 0, but I just saw a win versus Time Lord, so I'll take it. Star Trek versus Star Wars. Apart from the obvious, like, name conclusion, or name, what do you call it? Confusion, that's the word. The name confusion. there's really not much similar about them. Star Trek is like a highly episodic, sort of like self-contained, like sci-fi, like short story, basically, in the form of a television show designed for syndication right from the beginning, right? So like, as long as you know who the characters are, pretty much none of them are going to die on any given episode, right? You just like, at the beginning of the episode, some problem will start, like, oh no, the ship's caught in a time loop. And they'll do the time loop 4 or 5 times, and then they'll escape the time loop at the end of the episode. It's like, bam, done. It's true. Some of the later series are less episodic, but by and large, that's true. And then Star Wars is like a big, grand, like space western, right? Where it's like, it doesn't really matter that they're in space at all, other than it changes the like visuals, and the visuals are a lot of the appeal of Star Wars. So there's really not much in common between Star Wars and Star Trek. They both do have. Thanks for the raid, Wrist. Appreciate it. Welcome to all Wrist Raiders. You guys were in here a couple days ago, so I think I probably introduced myself to you already. We're still doing the Watcher win streak. We got a win yesterday, and it looks like we're going to get a win today. This is a pretty hardcore rushdown combo deck. Lessons Learned has upgraded every card in the deck except for itself. So we're considering whether we want to upgrade Lesson Learned to pay it the respect it's due, or take 4 health here. Yeah, we're in Act 4. This is right at the beginning of Act 4. And somebody's asked me to talk about Star Wars versus Star Trek, so I'm doing that. The sort of similarity that there could be between... hey, thanks for gifting that sub to Wrist, Pixel Noise. I appreciate that. Pixel Noise has been very generous today. A donation, a sub, and a gift sub, with a covering all the bases. I guess technically no bits, but, you know. Bits are kind of weird anyway. I think the thing that draws Star Wars and Star Trek together more than their names is that they're both very philosophical, right? So Star Wars is all about like good versus evil, and like people, you know, people have like creeds that they align with, and like there's a lot of analysis about like the role of government, and like, you know, most of it's just like shooting and stuff, but like the role of government and like what sorts of things that people should do if you're gonna be a certain type of order. And there's like, you know, there's bounty hunters and the dark side and the light side, and like aren't both the dark side and the light side like bad because they're both just killing people with war, right? And then Star Trek has like the Prime Directive, where they're always talking about like, is it right to interfere with this alien society? And but yeah, primarily there's not much similar between them, other than they both happen in space. That's true. There are Star Wars episodic content. That's a good point. Particularly like Mandalorian. Mandalorian has a very like, at the beginning of the episode, you talk to some NPC and they give you a quest, and then you take Baby Yoda on the quest, and then at the end of the episode, you do something else. So 3 extra damage on Lesson Learned or 4 health. I think we're going to take the 4 health. But, you know, mad respect to Lesson Learned for really making the deck run. Cheers to you, buddy. Alright. We have enough for a card remove. Get rid of a flurry, or follow-up, rather. We could remove Lessons Learned. It's the only unupgraded card in the deck, so... Ooh. I have de-emphasized the luchador aspect of Rogue Executive. It ended up being a little bit of a trap. I think there's still going to be like at least a luchador in the game, but having to have every enemy be a luchador as well as like a vampire baker was just like, it was a little bit too much. There's also some cultural sensitivity concerns where it's like, I'm not sure it's correct for me to be making a luchador game, even if I am referencing the sort of like late 90s World Wrestling Federation style of luchadors. The miracles force you to play cards you don't really want to play against the heart. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm pretty sure that the value of the energy is more important than the card remove. I'm actually considering Cauldron here. Potions are pretty good in Act 4, and we don't need to remove a card to combo against the heart, right? Yeah, we are a 3 energy deck. Yep, we took Violet Lotus. I mean, Violet Lotus is... we're not really a 3 energy deck, because we exit Calm a lot during the combo. And then Pandora's Box. I guess we're also Slavery Scholar for the remaining, 2 fights. But we have been a 3 energy deck in Act 3. So if we pick up Cauldron, we could get something crazy like Artifact Pot or a Fruit Juice or something. We could just buy Liquid Memories. It's true, Nunchaku does give us energy. Although, by the time Nunchaku gives us energy, we usually have infinite energy anyway from Sundial, so it doesn't super matter. We are immune to the Frail, so if we got an Artifact Pot, we'd be immune to the Vulnerable and the Frail, and we would only become weakened from the heart. Let me just check really quick. We do have room for 2 curses, right? Or 2 statuses. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cards get removed. Yeah, so we're down to 8 cards. Should be fine. The removal costs 175. Sorry about where my picture is. I know it blocks that. Very expensive card remove, 175. So if we do that, we can't do anything else. Because we've been removing really aggressively to get here. I don't think we would ever take any of the cards. Closest is probably Madness. Third one, why are you saying card remove so loud? I mean, card remove's good, but isn't Cauldron good too? Sir Arnold needs a nap. Somebody get that man a snack. Sir Arnold's just trying out his mechanical keyboard. Always types in all caps because it's loud. Yeah, we only combo like a tiny bit faster with a card remove. Although, actually, no, because there's burns in the Act 2 fight, and there might be more burns than we can handle. So we're not going to be able to combo in the Spire Elite, which is kind of a concern. So maybe actually the Spire Elites are a bigger problem than the Heart here, because we've got the Heart pretty much solved, right? We're going to combo him. But we can't combo the Spire Elites unless we combo them on turn 2 or earlier. I guess before turn, 5? Before he does burns for the second time? We should combo before turn 5. That's probably not that challenging. I think I'm going to take the Cauldron. Artifact Pot is obviously good, but also like just weak pots. Weak pots and vulnerable pots let us remove artifact charges in the Spire Elite fight. And I think that's really good. As well as, obviously, fruit juice. Well, we got none of that. We could theoretically smoke bomb the Spire Elites after we kill one. Gosh, this is a really bad... I don't know if I've ever seen a Cauldron this terrible. This is just completely blank Cauldron. Is it like Smoke Bomb Dex Pot? Gross. Is Power Pot good? I don't know. What power helps us? We don't want fasting. Deva Form doesn't really help. An extra Rushdown, I guess, is good, but we already have 2 of them. Battle Hymn is terrible. Yeah, good point. Dex Pot's probably not good. I guess it's probably like Stance Pot and Smoke Bomb. Stance Pot can draw 4 cards. No, we don't have any scry. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of people here who don't know what the deck is. So I will open this up. There's no divinity. There's also no block cards. The only block card is vigilance, which is why the dex doesn't really do anything. The block is all from Talk to the Hand and Mental Fortress. Teeny tiny deck. Yeah, it's an infinite combo deck. So there's 8 permanent cards in the deck, and then we play Eruption Vigilance over and over. Yeah, no, if we knew it was this bad, we definitely would have taken a card remove. I was expecting, like, something, like a fruit if there would have been any fruit juice, or like an artifact pot, weak, vulnerable, flex pot even, I'd be much happier than this hot garbage. I guess I'll take a Power Pot. Power Pot can be Mental Fortress, too. That's pretty good. The one that scries at the beginning of your turn is okay. So it's like Power Pot, Stance Pot. Gross. Well, that was terrible. And we're out of money. Okay. Man, the store had bad potions, and the cauldron was terrible. That's phenomenally unlikely. I think I'm going to do the Power Pot now. If it's the Scry Potion, I want to get rid of the burns that he's about to put in the deck. I guess it's another Rushdown. Rushdown's pretty good this turn. Wow, Sir Artemal, you've pitched all kinds of bad lines, haven't you? I feel like you've been blamed for stuff in the past. I think we're doing both talks forward, right? He's got more health, although it is useful to have a Talk to the Hand on shield. But I also just want 3 block this turn. So. Wait a minute, there's 5 energy worth of stuff I want to do, and 4 energy that I have. And I have to play Apparition, right? I guess I don't have to. I could block for 9, theoretically. Stance Pot and Mental Fortress. Talk to the Hand. Take 3 damage. We could skip Simmering, but like next turn there's burns on top of the deck, so I don't want to draw only 3 cards. And Simmering Fury prevents that. I think we skip a Talk to the Hand. Yeah, good point. It doesn't generate any block. I thought it generated 3, but I was wrong. It's more than 6 health. It's 6 health and 3 energy next turn. But yeah, people are right. You don't get any block from Talk to the Hand. I was thinking that after this, the second one would get block from the first one, but it doesn't because the first one just hits Artifact Charge. Okay. I guess we could have put the Artifact Charge remove on either of them. Alright. Seems like another Apparition turn. We're always playing Rushdown. If we're playing Apparition, we're probably playing Crush Joints after it to remove the last Artifact Charge. And then Follow-Up, Lesson Learned can both get played. There's nothing left for Lesson Learned to upgrade, so there's no point in saving it. Do we go in on Shield here? He's got 6 less health. Or 6 less armor, rather. Yeah, I mean, we're doing 50 damage, so it's a pretty significant chunk of his health. Thanks for the follow. Sparkle Crouch Thoughty. Oh, I get it. Darn. Wish I hadn't said it out loud. Oh well. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Appreciate the support. We've got a Vault. Eruption's going to draw a bunch of cards, so I guess let's see what those are. We've got 3, 6, 7 cards in hand, so this is safe. First time here, I'm enjoying the mood of the stream. Only thing that bothers me is a little bit is your cam overlaid some cards. Yeah, sorry about that. There's nowhere to put it that's perfect, unfortunately. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. Yeah, there are some better... Like, you could put it top right, but that blocks Collector's intention sometimes because she's really tall. And then you could put it top left, but I have my chat there. That blocks Defect Orbs sometimes. You put it bottom left, but then people can't see energy. There's no good place. Okay, Rushdown gets played. That's 6 cards that we draw from that. We could do that now. Alright, we're going to need to make some room if we want a Tantrum. Alright, follow-up kills. Where does Life Coach put his camera? Top left? Top right. Yeah, I could do top right. Top right is only awkward for Collector, and I guess that doesn't happen very often. I used to have it up here. Right below the Relic Bar. Alright, here you go. Oh, PogChamp is Crip now. I was seeing the Crip and I was like, are all these people subscribed to Crip? And I didn't realize, because I know they removed the old PogChamp. I didn't realize they'd replaced it with Crip's Pog. Oh, it's on rotation now. All right, so let's go again. I guess I have to vault before I can fully combo, right? Feels like it's pretty close, though. And I could probably just kill him without fully comboing. Oops. Okay, I'll take that. Got a sundial set up. And Nunchaku's on 9. I didn't do that on purpose, but I'll take it. We've said no to extra tranquility a couple of times, so I don't think we'll do that. Wheel kick is bad. Yeah, we can't really afford to add an extra card, right? So, none of these. Max HP. Okay. Thorn Spot's good in this fight, I guess. Might as well. All we have for this turn is Talk to the Hand and Empty Fist. So I guess I'll play Talk to the Hand and Empty Fist. Could play Tranquility. I guess I have 1 extra armor now. So it might save us 1 health to play Tranquility this turn rather than next turn. We have 2 of them, so I'm not going to be too precious about them. How many real cards do you target when building an infinite? So you want... okay, so for a lot of infinites, you're allowed to have 11 cards. So if it's a dropkick infinite, for example, because you always have 1 dropkick in the discard pile, and then you use the other dropkick to draw the dropkick, and, you know. But for rushdown loops, your max is 10 cards, because you have to have all the cards in hand after your rushdown. No, we have Tranquility. No, we're not dead. We're not dead. That's fine. So we have max 10 cards for Rushdown combo, and then the Heart adds two permanent statuses to your deck. He adds the Burn and the Wound. The other ones exhaust or are exhaustible. So you have to aim for 8. Okay, so we're taking a ton of damage. No, we're not dead because we have Tranquility. Calm down there, everybody. Get some block return from these. Oh crap, we're not in Wrath Mode. I assumed we were in Wrath Mode because he did so much damage. Oh my god. We are dead. Good god. How the hell did that happen? Dang. Seriously? What the hell? 3 apparitions and a vault. Wouldn't want any of those. 3 talk to the hands. I have 1. 2 rushdowns, no Wrath Enters. I guess it's my own fault for not using the not saving the stance pot. Probably should have saved the stance pot. I think I made a pretty reasonable evaluation that I was more afraid of the Spire Elites than the Heart. But if we'd used the stance pot at the on that last floor, we would have drawn 4 cards and hopefully something would have saved us. What the hell? No, I mean, it's my job to play around awful draws, right? Like, that's how you lose the Heart fight, is you draw bad. Dang. Yeah, not too much we could have done about that. It was just, we just got some bad draws. What did we draw turn 1? Because our turn 1 was like Talk to the Hand and Empty Fist. It was like we drew an Apparition and like Deus Ex or something. We did draw Flurry, so if we'd removed Flurry, we probably would have removed Follow Up instead of Flurry, but well, Smoke Bomb wouldn't have helped, right? Man, well, that was pretty savage. I don't know. That makes it hard to win streak, right? If you're gonna lose runs like that. Am I really gonna have 3 runs that are better than that one in a row? That one was outstanding.